Okay, I fixed it.
All right. We need an mutant.
I'm working on it right now. Give me a moment.
I think I noticed that if you shoot at the crawlers, they don't take damage in their legs. Because I was shooting them, I unloaded like 30 bullets in one crawler, and he wasn't taking any
They don't have
damage
legs
until
anymore. Oh, the
Well-
other leg still doesn't work? Or
They don't got no legs.
they still have legs, they can't walk on them.
The socks
Why
can't
is that?
attack.
That's the gate now. Oh.
I'm pretty sure we turn off the collision for their legs at that point. But if you can,
Oh,
Sock
okay.
is down.
So
If you-
that's intended then?
yeah, that's intended. You can show
Okay.
me what you
Engineer's
mean in
down.
the recording, and we can go from there. But I'm understanding what you're saying. That's intentional.
I'm running. I don't. Okay, you did build an ammo tent.
Amazing.
That you like legs?
Yeah, they don't like legs.
I have.
They're coming at us. I just can't. Okay, they're over here.
Friggin' shot him in his legs and trying to. That's funny.
Also,
Onyx,
does the
can you go
pistol
back to
do
the
more
main
damage
base?
than-
They're having a hard time.
Yeah, I'll
Also,
go back.
I have Hawk-
Is there any
pistol
ammo
do
there?
more damage?
Yes.
Yeah, they have one.
Okay.
It's getting desperately close, and I have Hawkins here. So between both of us,
Who keeps pausing it?
that's me. I'm sorry. I keep pressing
Okay.
spacebar. That's me.
Yeah, I have that habit too when I'm playing multiplayer because I want.
Yeah.
I'm so used to doing it in single player.
I'm used to playing the game. Like I habitually pause when I play by myself.
Oh yeah, I religiously pause.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So my thumb like hovers over spacebar, and I
Oh,
press
same.
and I press it subconsciously the moment something changes to where it's like I
Yep.
don't even process it sometimes.
Yep.
Because that's why I haven't been playing RTS when we play. I always play as the operator because I can't do that. So I play it like Call of Duty, and I don't ruin everyone's time by pausing the game every 10 seconds.
Yep. Same.
I instinctively WASD.
Oh yes. Do
With
we have
space.
money to where I can deploy walls in the south, or do you guys want me to wait?
I can't tell what
They're
okay,
coming
they're
in.
from
Oh
this
my
way.
gosh. Yeah, they're hitting
Hey, what's
Zulu
the
hard
highest y'all
again.
made it up to?
What'd you say?
What's the
They're
highest y'all
hitting
made it
Zulu
up
hard.
to? Oh,
50. We've beaten it. 50 is the new highest, by the way.
Yep.
Well, I was there when I think y'all three beat it. So that was a lot like with this
Hawkins,
playthrough.
you might want to head back. I got this under control. They're getting hit hard.
Like I
And right now I have a handicap. I can't tell where I am, so
I'm gonna write that down.
I'm trying to orientate, whatever. Remind myself that the right side of the mini map is over here.
I honestly do not watch at the minimap.
Oh,
Only when I'm in the RTS to see where the enemies attack from.
I look at the mini map all the time. When people see me play games like GTA, they're like, "How are you driving if you're looking at the mini map?" I'm like, that's what I do. I play with the mini map. I'm always looking at the mini map. Every game that has a mini map, I'm looking at the mini map.
Okay. So my understanding is that sometimes when you play, your icon, you can't see yourself, and you can sometimes see other players.
Oh, I always see other players. It's only me.
Got it.
Actually, is there anybody else in operator mode right now?
Yes, me. But I
Okay,
don't
then I only
right-
see RTS players. If I jumped out, I could see myself, but
So
it's
you
only
can't
an
see
RTS.
Hawkins in the center base
No, I don't see Hawkins at all. There are no operators on the map.
because he's blue. Got it.
No, I don't
I mean,
see any
I'm yellow.
operators on the map whatsoever.
They cannot.
A screenshot will speak 1,000 words.
I already took a video of it, and every video recording that I have also backs it up. So
I can see pink and yellow.
are they triangles or are they little like chevrons with a star?
Triangles.
Then yeah, I don't see that. They're coming from the south.
I'm working on some
southwest.
walls, limited walls in the south, so I don't steal your money. I'm not going to pre-allocate all of them in one go.
No, I cannot snipe out of this.
I'm building walls on the tower.
Damn, Onyx is getting hammered.
Oh, I got it.
I'm not going to get over that. As you guys literally just built the entire barracks on the goddamn building.
If
You
I
know,
We did
could
that
play,
before you added the AI and
You
whatnot.
guys
The
are not
climbing. We
gonna.
did
You
that.
guys are not gonna like it when the Juggernaut can jump up there and Kool-Aid Man everyone off.
What's my health at? Because I'm not healing. Oh wait, there's the circle. There's no medical tent here.
Yeah, there's only an ammo tent there. The other one got
Well,
destroyed.
I still see the circle. I just recorded a little
If you
bit
head
of
back
it.
over here, I have a medical tent unless they can build you one time. Oh, there, someone's placing
Yeah,
one down.
can you? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I saw the radius, and I'm like, I'm not getting healed.
So, Dark, my engineer keeps trying to run over to somebody else's project building. I'm trying to get him to just stay near my wall. Is he auto default, like, ready to go help other people or something?
Yeah,
Other people
Yeah.
are probably commanding them.
either they're
Yeah,
commanding.
we need to
If
turn
you
that.
issue a build order, they'll look for any nearby build order to help with that.
Yeah, that needs to be
And
turned
then-
off, which is what I'm suggesting. I want to control my guy. I don't need him running off.
So you want an option?
Oh, the permissions.
Yeah,
Yeah, toggle.
Well,
Yeah, I
Ownership.
think Legacy has a button where it auto repairs vehicles, and he'll go running.
Oh.
Okay,
I
so
see.
you want a button that allows you to basically make it to where they don't auto assist building unless you tell them to. Like that's all.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you write
Yeah.
that
And,
down.
and
Yeah.
repairing too.
Yeah.
Auto. Oh shit! Hold on. I'll write
They
that down in
do,
a second.
they do
Try
it
not
with
to die.
repairing as well.
Ah! Run away!
But I like them on myself. But I can completely.
Well, that's
agree
why we
there.
get a button. Everybody
Yeah.
plays the way they want.
As I was saying, is that I like it auto, but I can definitely get behind having the option because everybody has something different.
I lost the base in the south.
People don't understand that just because somebody doesn't like a feature doesn't mean they have to use it. Like
Yeah, of
most things
course.
can be options. Like you see
Auto
people
build.
arguing in forums and stuff like that. It's like if you don't want to use it, it's an option. Don't use it.
Yes, of course. Auto build. Okay, auto build.
Okay, they're hitting the
assist,
east. Okay.
toggle, on and off. Got it. I need to get another engineer in the south. We could salvage this. Is there a free engineer I
can-
can steal, or someone can send one of their own?
I think
Yeah.
that's
Send
here.
mine
I think
down.
this is an engineer.
Because if we lose that sock,
Oh, in the south.
we're gonna hurt. We're not gonna have enough money to keep the center.
To keep all the tomfooleries
I'm
we're
on
doing
my
in the
way.
center.
Yeah.
what ammunitions tent is still up?
Ooh.
One thing that I have
I got
noticed.
one.
Just here.
One thing that I have noticed, Dark, is that
Damn.
since your AI changes, it's almost impossible to build searchlights because there's way too many other important things. So I don't know if that could be
Their
rebalanced.
price needs
because
to be lowered, maybe to a certain degree, because you figure
because
how much
right
are
now
they
they're
off?
not worth it.
How much are they off the rip?
I think 800.
That's too much. They're 400. They could probably be lowered to 200 because they don't have a combat ability. They're like decoration.
I'm gonna need
for-
a medikit tent on here.
Oh yeah.
I was just
Dark, didn't
thinking.
you say that all the players and guard towers fire further with a light?
No, the spotlight is only for us humans.
Yeah, that's
So
what he's
we-
talking
Okay.
about. The AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the AI had a range
Yeah,
modifier
I
if they had
asked
a
you
light.
about that.
No, they don't. There's no range
asked
modifier for
you if-
spotlights.
Yeah, I asked you if their performance. It was during one of the live streams, I think.
That's
two-
only
two-
going to
two
be based
podcasts.
off of the
Ooh.
night and day.
How
they-
are we supposed to get units off this roof if they're both or wait, is this a gate?
I still
There's
need
a
a
gate.
medic
Gates.
tent
Gates
on
gates are
here.
hard to select.
There you go. The
Well,
gate's
anyway.
now open. You just have to
As
baby them.
As I was saying with the spotlights, it's every match that I've played. So this is like the fourth one. I've never seen anybody build spotlights. The entire 50 waves plus the 17 that we did with Hawkins and Ford, there were no spotlights. Those 67 waves, nobody used spotlights because we were too busy fighting, and we needed to build walls and defenses and engineers because they kept dying, and we didn't have the free resources.
Bring the engineer back. Bring
Oh
Get the
my
light.
god! Hold on. Was that run away? Oh my
Okay,
god!
I got this engineer right here. Unless you ran. Oh, they're inside the base. Yep. This engineer is being attacked.
I'm trying to clean up the standard infected that are crawling into our base. That comes
I
down to a
want
balancing
that.
issue of pricing. The pricing just needs to be adjusted to account for that. Because right now they're building it because I changed the money. So it comes down to basically we just need to keep adjusting those numbers as we continue to put out the builds, and they'll become more final going into the end of phase 1 to accommodate what you're talking about.
And that's one of the things, the values that you were mentioning about, like having public balancing.
Sure.
That those are the type of things that you'd have.
We get more data basically, so we can figure out what
Yeah.
needs to change and what doesn't. Because not everything is going to be balanced exactly 1-to-1 of Legacy, because things have changed.
Yeah,
Also, don't
definitely.
spend too much money.
Around here.
We need to rebuild the Sockdowns.
I'm trying to
That's
slow
not-
move Assault to basically get back down to the sock.
Run,
Oh
run,
shit!
run.
I got him.
Ow.
Sorry, he was gonna get closer. I built an engineer. Let me see if he's back at the base. Oh, he's dead.
I need health. Again.
Are you guys? Yeah, you guys are using that guy.
Can I recommend something? It's kind of like far-fetched. It's just like an idea. Like it's probably going to be a no, but it's still an
What?
idea. Catgut. No, I'm kidding. As
I'm gonna build
you
you
said,
some
what?
cover.
Since the game
Upside.
is an instant loss if we don't have any engineers and a barracks, is it possible that assaults could be given the ability in horde mode to build a barracks, albeit very, very slowly, in case because you're trying to encourage players to have a mixed roster.
To those engineers on here.
So an assault having a very slow ability to build a barracks means that you don't have to start over just because you lost all of a specific type of soldier. Like maybe you have a really good defense, but you somehow lost your engineers, and you're like, oh, well, that's bullshit.
Let me think about that for a second.
Obviously, the operators eventually will get the ability to build and whatnot, but I think in horde
Or
mode,
you
maybe an assault.
put in a ability to emergency drop a engineer.
Oh yeah, just yeah.
It's just the emergency drop that needs to be added in. The moment I can, that will be re-added in. It's just the problem is that we're having such early playtests that there are aspects like
They're
that are
coming
missing
everywhere.
that are making the game unnecessarily hard.
Okay, there's no walls over here, so I'm gonna hold over.
I need
here.
health.
I'll get
Also,
your-
the sock is bugging for me.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too. I'm gonna destroy it and recreate it.
Okay. Yeah, I having a hard time tracking the infected.
I'm gonna get us a medical tent that'll cover our little area here.
I'm drawing the
Right.
fires of the spitters right now. I'm
Maybe
drawing the
shouldn't
fire
would
of the
also be
spitters
great.
right now.
Silence onto the right. There's a blow up
Oh,
guy.
they got behind me.
All right, medical
Oh, I
tent
should
is
have
up.
the legs.
Do you
Great.
move faster when you're crouched and aiming than you do when you're standing and aiming?
Yes.
Huh. All right.
Just a little bit though.
Yeah, I know it was noticeable.
I'm
Yeah,
building us an
Zulu's down to
ammo tent
only
in the
2
south.
engineers. Okay.
I'm taking I'm being. I need help.
Where are you?
By the medical tent main base.
Okay, hold on. I'll send it. Let me just get a couple more fortifications up. And I'll
Okay,
send back
I'm
in here.
good now.
Okay.
I'm good now. I'm gonna get that blow
Oh,
up.
he doesn't have
dude.
any guns.
They're hitting the generator. The generator has been hit a few times in the main base. If you could check to see what its health is. Is this 2 generators? I think that's 2 generators. Oh. Who's flying inside of me? Leave me alone.
Hey, well, I'm just spectating.
Let me get these walls back up. That at least gives them a distraction to shoot. I need to close
They're in
their
our
perimeter.
base in the north. We're missing an occupant in the western guard tower.
They just
Over
bought
by
that
you,
one.
Maxim.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
There we are.
Those guard tower guards need to be buffed a bit.
Oh.
That's what
Only
I
has
noticed.
6 guard towers too. It's for what they
Also,
are.
that bug
They
persists.
die quickly.
Weirdly. Okay.
That bug
Given
persists with. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Given that they are behind cover, metal cover, I don't think this build should kill them that quickly.
No, you're right.
To add some logic.
I have a quick question on that actually. What's the sense of the tower thing going up and down
It's supposed to
it's
protect
not-
the wearer.
Yeah, but it doesn't protect them because they open to shoot.
Well, I mean, you can only expose yourself so much for 360 couch shooting.
Well, what if there was like a little hole and you put your gun in there and then you
Oh, we're
like
not
a
going to
riot
change that.
shooting?
That's staying the way it is.
I know. I'm just saying it seems kind of. Well,
Doug, the one engineer only has pistol ammunition.
Oh crap. Okay, hold on.
oh, I was saying that saw upgrade for the tower, or is that bug still
Oh man,
persist?
someone
The
just
one I
opening the
posted?
gate. Oh, the engineer's dead now.
Do we have another?
We have the money for another.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a barracks. Oh yeah, we have it on the roof, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's an infected up there, but the engineers are dead and the turret is not doing anything.
Where is it?
Oh, barracks is gone.
Oh yeah, barracks is gone. Oh, I see it. It's a spitter. I just watched him climb up the roof.
And I don't think we have any engineers.
Oh, I have an engineer in the
Is there a
south.
barracks?
Oh shoot!
Hold on. I'm going to build a redundancy barracks over here. Don't steal my engineer just yet. I need to place down this barracks. Okay, you guys can use my engineer. Grab whoever needs him, grab him, and send him to the north. I'll buy another one. It's more important to keep that center base.
South Watchtower lost their soldier, their guard.
We can't afford to replace them just yet. We need to buy another engineer.
Yep.
Get me over there. Come on, Hawkins. Fight the way. I'm right behind you.
How are the buildings health? Like, how are the health of the buildings looking over
God.
in the main base?
I'm half tempted to go north towards Echo. And
Uh,
try to steer that.
So, Dark, when you start the game, we have 1 minute to build, but do we still have 1 minute or more between waves?
Oh, 20 seconds.
No.
Oh, it's just one round. It's just first round. So that way, for the first preparation, you only get $15,000 between waves. You only get that for the first starting cash. So I think
Well,
that's why you get extra.
I'm suggesting that these walls take so long to build that they destroy a bunch of them, and you got to fight through 3 waves just to replace your walls.
All right. Someone can use the engineer who's right next to all the generators.
Engineers
Dark
right
is going
now
to
solve
adjust
that
the
problem.
cost of the engineers.
Yeah,
Who's RTS mode above the main base?
Ford and Narc.
What is the health on the structures in the main base? Is there anything that I should protect until it's repaired?
Everything seems to be fine. The medical tent.
Next,
A grenade
are
would be so
you
lovely.
going to make it so if we aim at a building, we can see the health and whatnot?
Yes, I'll be working on that going into Monday.
This
All right,
turret
cool.
here on the
Oh
corner.
shoot! I didn't see them.
just went down.
Oh, you paused it. Who paused it?
Was it me?
No idea.
They're coming from the east in the main base. I just
Someone
destroyed one of
grab
the
the
blow-up
billions
dudes.
of engineers that were built in the south and send them north.
Oh, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm dead. I'm gonna die.
Thank God, because we just brought to this northern
I'm
engineer.
sending all of our engineers up north. Someone built like 1 billion of them. I'm sending them all
Thank
to the center
God.
base.
I died.
I ain't gonna complain too much about that, honestly.
I'm gonna actually build 2 more assaults, and I'm gonna send them up north as well. I'm just gonna send some men up there, get some garrison tents up
We
here.
lost the ammo tent and the medical tent in Zulu. We are losing the objective right now. It's being attacked. It's almost 2 bars.
Repair it with the engineers.
Moving in on it right now.
I'm repairing it with the engineer.
Can I suggest having a flashlight for the drone?
Oh, for the main camera one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I could do.
Cool.
I can't give you an
Because
ETA
then-
just yet, but that is on my list.
Yeah, just stick a spotlight on this thing.
Yeah, right.
Follows the cursor.
Yeah.
That would help with the support, because then it gives some functionality to help support the ground troops.
Yeah.
All
I think it would add
spinners.
realism, and it would give more of a reason to keep the drone.
The fastest spotlight ever.
Just what do they call them on
Skin
the
pa-
LAPD helicopters?
I would repair with the
They call them
engineers. They
sunbeams.
currently are here.
I'm sending more assaults, 3 more assaults up in a second to supplement the center defense. You grab them as you need them.
Have skin packs for the drone.
I have a audio bug. Oh no.
Oh.
It's not an audio bug. It's just
Are there any
Did
operators?
the game crash?
no
Nope. Okay, it was just bugging.
a huge ass lag.
Yeah.
There are no operators left.
Only me,
Only me, baby.
the best builder and the best operator. Booyah.
all right. Pop the builder. Pick up the construction hat.
Oh, I wish I could have one.
Easter egg item just for you.
I would most definitely give my operator a construction helmet just to fit in.
Oh my god.
I've seen
giving
with
Dark
tactical looking
DLC
constructor
ideas.
helmets where they have the headsets on them.
They're coming from whiskey from the east.
Your engineer in the south was getting hammered on that wall, so I moved him away to heal him, whoever was building that wall.
Oh yeah, that's
they're
me down there,
inside.
Dark.
Okay, no, you're good.
They're inside
I
Zulu.
noticed he was about to die, so I just grabbed him and told him to run. He was on like
They're in-
5
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
Zulu
Right,
is
yeah.
falling.
I sent
Oh.
more assaults to the north.
Okay,
There's an engineer on the fence.
There's 4 spitters. These turrets can't hit them. Okay, now they're attacking.
Ooh.
I see this man on the engineer on the fence that you're speaking of.
This generator is about to be destroyed. It's got like a sliver of health left. If there's an engineer here that can repair it, even though we don't really need that power right now. There's nothing to power, really.
So they're gonna break
Oh,
through.
well.
They're getting through that gate there.
We have a breakthrough down here.
I don't know why this
Yeah, my
turret's
engineer-
not firing.
Yeah, they just stare at them, and that's why they keep getting through and killing everybody.
This
It's-
soldier is almost
That
dead.
gate must have improper collision settings. Let me take a screenshot of that.
Check the bug reports. I literally have a recording of it.
Excellent.
And I have
I'll put this in your bug report, and
Okay.
I'll look into that going into Monday because I have an idea of what's causing that.
We need ammo down here. These assaults don't have very much ammo left. This guy right
Yeah.
here alone, he's got no ammo.
Yeah, we definitely need ammo at Zulu. I'm running some of the assault men right now, so
We have no
I don't have
engineers
an
in
engineer.
Do you
Zulu.
guys want me to build
Yeah,
an operator and
bringing
send them up to the
engineers right
center
now.
area?
engineer, please.
Engineer, got you.
Thank
Dark. The sunrise is a cool effect, but it happens way too fast. I think we should slow down the changing of the shadows and light.
Yes, you're correct. We will fix that because it moves a little too fast. You can't really appreciate it. That
I know a lot of games exaggerate the length of the sunrise and sunset.
We need to do
specifically
that.
enjoy it.
it's just like right now you can see the shadows moving. Like it needs to be a lot. It needs to be half of the speed it is right now.
Smoother.
I'll take control of these 4 assaults right here. There's 3 assaults right here, or 4
Okay.
assaults right here. I'll take control of them since I don't have access to an operator.
What happened to the engineer that was over here?
When you change the sunrise, you'll have to leave the spotlights on for a longer time.
Yeah, where's
you
this?
walked up there. What the fuck?
Oh shit.
Okay, they're running out of ammo now. One soldier has no ammo. I'm making him retreat.
Yeah, so the engineer that I sent over decided to go up the
We
building?
lost an assault.
I told that assault to move up because like they were pushing the left side really hard.
I got you. Okay, that's good.
And then Maxim, I grabbed your engineer again because he was about to die. I told him to go to the medical tent. Did he live?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm
Hey, that's
I'm
my
still
assault guy.
micromanaging him.
Okay.
Someone's
You have some.
Okay, you guys
They're
got
hammering the left
ammo
side
now.
really hard. We're gonna lose our barracks soon. I'm gonna call in an assault and see if we can't defend that.
I
And
think
then
the
get that
helicopter
radio.
bugged out.
East is getting hit hard by spitters, by the way. East is hit hard.
I'm going to manage any soldiers that are left in Zulu, and I'll actively update the control group. So if you leave them alone, I'm going to manage them until I start seeing a tug of war, and then I'll remove them from the group.
I need to take a picture of that. It only happens to the LMG.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
did everybody get that? I'll manage the ground forces in Zulu when nobody's using them.
Okay. There's a guy protecting my guy, but he's like 10 feet away from him. Oh god. Yeah, that guy.
Some of the
I don't
walls
think-
cannot be repaired when they're in rebel state.
Which
Are they
ones?
next to buildings?
So I'm down where Dark, you were grabbing
My
me,
assaults
and
are, yeah.
I'm standing right next to the barracks, and there's a rubble right next to it.
Where? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, where you were grabbing my guy. I'm down by the barracks and the rubble wall.
Show me.
This one.
Can
Yeah,
I
I mean,
buy
oh
a
wait, sorry,
operator?
my bad. Forget that. It was an assault guy.
I'd say yeah.
So-
alright.
so
I was
we
about to
need
have
a-
heart
we
attack.
need a-
I was like, I swear I fixed that.
Yeah, no, it's okay. The problem is the engineers, they don't have a specific icon to. When I'm next to the barracks, they have a blinking rifle.
Can
They
I
all have
buy
the same
an
blinking
operator?
rifle, so I always get mixed up.
Sure. No, that's permission, dude.
Yeah, well, it's $6,000. It's like all of our money almost.
Oh, I forgot that they upped the money. I thought that
Yeah.
there was still $2,000.
So does anybody need any money?
I'm about to say we could buy 3 of those, but yeah, never mind. Now we could buy 3 of them.
I mean, if you can make it worth it, buy one.
I mean, I'm pretty decent.
Yeah,
shooting at
if
them,
you can make it worth it, buy them. Oh fuck.
All right. All right, I have to do it at Whiskey though. Or actually, do we have a barracks? No, it keeps getting destroyed.
Yeah,
No,
I
we have
Can
one in
put
the
down a
somebody
south.
build
barracks,
one
but
for
it
me,
glitched out.
please?
We have one in the south.
An operator. Can somebody buy me an operator, please?
I got you.
So I can help defend Zulu.
Operator on his way.
Thank you.
Does anyone else see the hovering sky crane by Zulu?
Oh yeah,
it failed to
it's
drop
just
off the
lingering there.
barracks. Oh
Yeah, it's
god.
Yeah, it's been stuck there for a while now.
Really?
Ah.
I said
Could
something a little
you-
bit earlier, but I kinda
I'm
missed.
recording it there.
I took a picture.
I really
They're
want
breaching
to.
the base. All right,
Operators
looks like
at
we
the
got it.
south base waiting.
Spitters on the west.
Alright.
Spitters on the west.
Yeah, we
Uh,
got a lot of spitters in the main
Sock's
base
down.
right now.
Yeah, Sock is down on the main base, by the way. Sock's down.
Shoot!
Repair
Shoot,
it.
you imbecile!
Jesus.
Hawkins, you might want to go to the center.
I just saw a blow up guy, and my guys were standing there. And luckily, he just ran at
Your
the
operator
tier 1
is
wall
here.
and just blew it up. Blew that
I
man
know,
apart.
I'm micromanaging some of the assault soldiers to help defend Zulu
I'm
right
gonna
now
send
because
your operator up to your assaults. He's on his way.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All
Dark,
right,
that
Zulu
was
is
so
secure, but
cool.
we need to rebuild the SOC.
Do we have any engineers in the south? They're all dead. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh
build
no,
your
we have
engineer.
one on the roof over here.
I purchased 1 engineer on the south base, just waiting.
Okay, I'm
He
gonna buy
13
my.
seconds.
I'm gonna buy my own engineer so we can do left to right. If you focus on the left side, I'll focus on the right because we need to lock up this base and then go back to helping them because they're having a hell of a time. If one bad wave,
All right.
we're out.
All right, I got I can't move Megan. Is it paused?
It's not paused.
Oh, it was a massive lag spike for me and nothing was happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Can somebody take control of those assaults when actually, you know what? It's probably better if I just jump out when we get attacked, like with a lot of dudes. I don't know. Oh, I can see
Grenade.
my thing now. Nice. It might be a bug with Cassandra Yates, or what was it, Cassandra Yates?
It's all Cassandra's fault.
It's all Cassandra's fault.
Yeah, because I can see my thing now. But I do have another problem now. The UI is all gone on the mini map.
Just take a picture.
Yep, I just hit record for a second. Like, I don't have any of the buttons on it. Even not that I could click
We're
on
getting
them or
overrun
anything.
at Zulu.
Yeah. We just lost a
Ah,
power
I
plant.
died. Fuck.
Oh, that was your
Better not be
original
shooting at me,
operator,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh no.
The defenses are
barely
Not in the
holding.
greatest spot.
Whoever's in the well, that's only me and Maxim in the south, so we can't spare anyone. We'll buy some assaults and send them up in a second. We're just trying
There's
to
some
cement our
stragglers
defense.
right now.
That's south. Oh,
There's
I
a
did
blow-up
block off
dude
the
on
west
him.
building though, so they can't traverse through. They can still go on top of it, but they can't traverse through it.
We are also missing an mutant.
Where? Main or south?
Main.
Main.
All right. I need ammo. I got like 100 rounds left.
Oh, I crashed.
Ah,
Yep,
around
that
40.
is very noticeable. Right, that my guys are just
My
walking
game
off
started
into the
working
sunset.
when the host crashed.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's restart the game.
Don't forget to log that.
Oh, I did already.
I'm just being a smart ass.
Please
Alright.
make a report.
So right now, Dark, what are your balance suggestions after that? We had a decent little run right there.
It's better, but you figure there's some issues with the cost of like what he was saying for the auxiliary items, and then on top of that, the walls are a little too paper thin for the tier ones, like a little too much. And then it's the spitter AI changes, but then it's also the turrets. There's some of those issues with the turrets were pretty fatal. I'm hosting, by the way. So I need to look at that's why I'm recording all this, because I'm gonna go back and watch all this on Monday, and then basically just take down some notes and just be able to analyze it a little bit more better, I guess you could say, without trying to not die. Okay, the game is up. I'm gonna take my engineer and run south. You guys know the plan.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm
Going
gonna
down
run south as well. Oops, I've just accidentally paused it.
You're
I
good.
pressed the wrong key.
Running
So
south.
yeah, when you pause it and you accidentally press possess and you're fast enough to switch, that's how you recreate the double
Yeah, the possession
operator
bug.
bug.
I mean, I could also just give up the operator and manage all Zulu base personnel when they're being idle, so there are no idle personnel.
I need operators in the south in 20 seconds.
I'm on my way.
The barracks
does
should be the
anybody
first
wanna-
thing you build if you're going to build it on the roof. Do that before you build turrets, because you're spending all the money on turrets, but nobody can help.
Does
I
anybody
don't-
want to take over this operator?
No, I don't know. I think everyone's so
All right.
focused on the RTS right now.
All right.
I will
yeah,
do the
it's still
RTS
there.
part on my own time.
That's weird. The HUD is gone. They're on the mini map. There should be buttons, right? Like a magnifying glass. Yeah, there's none for me. I can see my character. I'm not complaining. As long as I can see my character, I am happy.
Not as the operator.
We're using starting cash on barracks and stuff.
Dark, I do
Yeah.
have another bug from the other day. When you have a building and you're using R and T to rotate it, it changes the building to a different building because the command in the bottom right corner has an R.
Oh, I have
Oh.
something.
I've never had that problem.
Yeah, I've never
Especially
had that either.
I've had
Do
it
you
pop
rotate
up
your buildings
once
with a
a while
keyboard?
ago.
It's a keyboard command conflict.
Oh,
Well, you
I
can
know.
only
Yeah,
rotate.
I know what you mean.
Like I know what you mean. I just don't see the one that's tagged with R though. That's what I'm trying to say.
I see what it is. I see what it is. We'll fix it.
Okay.
I would like to point something out with the that little box where all the abilities pop up too. If you're doing fast movements and clicks and whatnot, if you click in between any of those buttons, then it deselects a unit. That whole box where you have like your building options and unit abilities and stuff like that, no matter where you click, it should not deselect what you have selected, because there have been many times where I'm trying to go and grab something to build and I deselect my engineer because I click in between two of the buttons, and
One
and
second.
it gets
Write that down.
it gets somewhat frustrating after a while, especially when you're trying to do things quickly because you deselect. Has anybody else noticed that? Nobody's else said that.
This engineer's name is Bobby Hill.
Is it really?
on top of the building with the barracks.
Somebody
Nice.
is attacking the
We
med
have a
tent.
spitter hitting our medical tent.
Oh, it
Not
could
only
also
once, but
be the supporters.
Fuck.
If they're a soldier or higher, they get to add a name into the game.
Sorry, what?
I don't know
I
if-
just zoned out for a second there. You
Oh,
said-
there's an engineer named Bobby Hill from King of the Hill,
Oh,
and I was mentioning that it could be one of the names that somebody picked as being a soldier or higher.
yeah.
Is that if you pick the first and last name, is that random first name, last name? Like
Everything's
if I
random.
chose Bobby Hill as the first and last name, would that appear as a soldier or only Bobby?
Bobby
but
and
it
Hill
could be a
are
different last
independent of each other.
Okay, so that means that if you rolled that character, it would have that name, right?
Yeah, well, it's completely
Oh,
random.
they're
The first
attached.
name and the last name is always random.
So even the names that are suggested by the patrons.
Correct.
Oh, okay. So choosing Bobby Hill, there's still the chance
Hill
that
will
it
be
has
mixed
to
with
roll
other
both.
names. Bobby will be mixed
Okay.
with other names.
I would
I
go
think that
with
makes it even
Doc
funnier.
Hawkins.
It randomly happened to get Bobby.
Right?
Bobbert.
Indeed.
When do I get to pick a name?
Uh,
Are you a soldier?
Yeah.
Oh.
just message me later. We can go over that.
All right.
Oh, I didn't knew I was.
Do
all
you
about-
need reinforcements at Zulu?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Head up north.
Okay,
I got
I'm
whiskey.
running.
Go help them. Go help them.
What the
Yeah,
heck?
I'm
They're
on
up
my
on
way.
this building? I thought this was a cheat code, Dark. I want a lawyer.
Yeah, they can climb buildings now.
No, I mean, like, they walked up the fire escape stairs on the south building. That's what I
Oh
meant.
yeah, they can do that too now. I fixed that.
What? They were
Yeah.
beating that ass out of that can dirt.
Yeah, sorry.
We are missing power and echo.
Your reinforcement
You know,
has arrived.
Echo's a weird one,
Oh,
alright?
someone's building an echo.
You can put it, yeah, but you can put a thing up there. Oh, they just died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
It's-
trying to build here.
yeah,
and they failed.
because they're. Yeah, well, yeah, it's really smart AI. Back in the day, you could do that, but nowadays, oh, they'll find you.
Yeah, no, I.
Well,
Is there ammo?
it was
Of
alright
Zulu?
until he got fucking sniped out of his tower, and then it was not
We
alright.
have a barracks. Okay, we do.
Speaking
I
about
see a
sniping,
spitter that's shooting in the air. I just took a video of it, but it looks like
I
it's
see
trying to shoot.
I see what he's talking about. It's a
It looks
gray
like it's trying
streak.
to shoot at one of the helicopters.
I know about that bug. I'm gonna fix it. You don't have to worry about reporting the spitter one.
Well, I already took a recording of it.
Okay, I know about that one already. I have to fix that on Monday. It's on my list.
also, your guys protect the SOC more than the actual objective. Why?
I protect wherever the infected actually are.
They're everywhere.
God damn
Protect
it.
the whole planet. I want you to clear this whole planet out.
Yeah,
The whole
you guys,
planet
you
is
guys
gone.
have to keep that sock alive.
Yeah, the SOC is important. If it gets destroyed, then well, we lose a ton of income until we can inconvenience an engineer to get it back.
Build a wall.
Speaking
around
of
it.
engineer, Dark just lost his.
Fuck.
They're coming from the east, the north, the west.
Oh shit!
They're
Run.
coming from China.
Help! Help!
Oh, just bail,
Are we
Hawkins.
paused?
Bail. Go home.
What the hell?
I'm bugged for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Rubber banding.
Yeah, my
Oh,
guys
yeah.
can't move. I'm at the center
And
base.
I'm
Yeah, I think I.
stuck like third person. Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. Not like
I'm
like
still
zoomed
alive.
in.
I don't know how, but I'm still alive. I need help.
Where are
Shoot
you?
him. Shoot it. Shoot at him.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Let's pause.
No.
Somebody paused it.
Why do you keep pausing?
Muscle reflex.
Damn, we lost the south base.
Who was building an echo?
I don't know.
Ah, that was
We
alright.
lost the north base. Oh my god.
We lost our whiskey.
Oh no, our soldiers. How are
Oh.
they going
Do we
to
have an
boost their
engineer?
morale?
Yes, we got two.
We need a barracks.
I'm an
At
engineer
Zulu.
center
Oh,
base.
we have a barracks. Never mind.
We got a barracks on the roof.
All right, I'm gonna build an
Better
engineer and try and retake the
leave
south.
my. Oh my god! Point blank, that auto cannon just blasts that.
And I started blasting.
Yeah, it did. It blew that man away, and I was like, "What is he even a
User
foot
entered
away?"
your channel.
Just
Hello,
blew that thing
Craig.
away.
Creek is muted.
Yeah,
I'm
it's great.
repairing the tower.
The SOC is still standing, by the way.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? It is.
Nah, it's still there.
Hold on, I gotta get an engineer over there. Stat.
There's an engineer right here over by
I stole
Zulu
this engineer.
objective.
I'm running away like I stole it. Oh, someone stole it
Well,
back.
when you're stealing something, you don't announce it.
Yeah, because then they're gonna notice and they're gonna be like watching
And
their
that's why
engineers,
somebody
right?
stole it back.
I was
Yeah.
the engineer repairing the tower, but we need that tower.
So
This
we
this
need
guy
that
right here
money.
is idle right now.
Okay,
Right
then
here.
we have another engineer. We have
He's at the
multiple.
base of
Help.
communication towers.
Someone's just yelling help. I love that.
Who's the guy yelling help?
The operator.
Oh, it's
Oh.
you! Run!
Too late.
Oh god, I have to run the energy.
Oh my god, the
The
zombies
spitters
are
are
rushing my
climbing.
autocannon! No, please. Not the autocannon, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, this is cooked.
Ooh.
It's
They're
god.
coming from the north.
Oh!
Oh, they're
that was
chasing
something.
Hawkins.
So a blow-up guy was chasing my assault. He was like feet away from him. And then my assault ran past the fence, and he just stopped chasing my assault and just started beating the fence.
Oh. That's a priority.
Almost
then.
like, well, let's say I was like, that was a priority, but I was even closer.
Can I make an anti-Hawkins recommendation?
Ow.
What?
What?
I'm just. I don't think it's an anti-you recommendation. I have an idea. I don't know how it would fit with your balancing, Dark. But
Yeah.
what if you made the blow-up guys more durable but slower? They had more health, but they're slower. Because I feel like they're too fast.
How much more health are we talking?
How much health do
90%.
they have now?
500?
I don't know. How, like
750.
maybe.
Double it and pass it to the next person.
There it is. Double it. and
What
pass
about like
it.
I don't even know what a good amount would be. I didn't think it would get that far.
I love that.
Let me
Double it.
let me see what I can do. I'll write that down.
I just think that if you're running away from these guys, they're pretty big and they're explosive. It's not fair that they run like as fast as the player. They should be a little bit tankier, but also slower to make up for
The
that.
problem
They're
is that you
slower,
figure
but
if they're too
tankier.
slow, you can outrun them every single time, and there's no difficulty to them.
Well, that's why there are the spitters and then the other dudes.
Yeah, but then if you can always outrun them, there's no challenge to them. I feel like. Let me think about
Well,
that.
they're not supposed. I mean, they should be able to be dealt with easy on their own. The whole point of them would be to get in with the rest of the units, right? Now, if they're by themselves, then they should be easy.
Let me run it
Because
by
the
Michael.
infected would be stronger together.
Oh, Michael.
Like you said yourself with the spitters. The goal with that you wanted with the spitters was that they're behind the guys with the hammers. They're behind the melee dudes,
Sure.
just eating your defenses and stuff like that, while the dudes that run around with no eyes are taking the bullets and running at your operators.
Excuse me,
I
blow up
think-
guys. I need to go down here. We just lost an engineer.
I have an engineer here
Yeah.
still. Let me think about that.
All right.
I can't make a decision on that until I talk to Michael, because Michael still hasn't even formulated the game's balance in any capacity. So if I keep making changes, he's going to murder me. So at this point, the balance needs to stay mostly for what it is right now until we get to the end of phase 1, and then he's going to have to get in there and change it over the course of a couple of days, just now that he has all the systems to play with.
None of the developers are allowed to die until this game hits 1.0 at least.
Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you say that stuff, it hurts his heart.
My engineer died at the main base.
I'm about to die myself. There's too many spitters and I can't see them.
I
Yeah.
see.
Where are
They're
they
the
coming
doctors.
from?
Southwest.
to
the
southwest.
engineer's house.
Hold on, I'll get
Just-
one of our extra. Actually, someone's building a spotlight. Place that spotlight, and I'll have my engineer finish it. Where are you gonna put it?
The boys are back in town.
There you go. Place it.
I just
I'll
went
place it for
around
you.
them.
All right, one spotlight up.
Oh, they just automatically died because they were standing still for too long.
I watched them get shot.
Yeah, I was shooting at them, but I wasn't the one who killed the three.
Oh, I see.
There's one more spitter.
I only have
Hey.
4 more bullets left. I have to restock.
The main
the
sock.
Pull the trigger on cannon. Pull the trigger. Do it.
The main sock
ahead.
never got upgraded.
Yeah, I just noticed that. It's only
Uh,
tier
Pull the trigger.
There's no ammo tent at the main base, and I thought there was because I saw the orange circle, but there's no.
I believe we can fast
I'm gonna finish
forward.
this turret you guys started here.
I
I
believe we
started
can
that
fast
turret, but
forward.
then I died. Yeah,
I got you.
you're out of health. Go to the medical tent.
I'm gonna go
Can
to it now.
somebody build ammo, please, at Zulu? I only have 40 bullets left.
I got you.
If you give us a engineer.
Well, we got
let
to
me
round
heal
40
one
before it
NG.
crashed.
I don't think I'm gonna make it because they're coming from every direction, and I'm resorting to my sidearm right now.
I don't have enough money to build one yet.
Oh, hey,
I'm gonna try to shoot at these
the
guys'
spitter
legs.
just crawled through the fence. Or climbed through.
If there's
Most
space,
likely the feet.
they'll use it.
Dark, if you're like a later in the future, if you're like a spec ops and you turn on your flashlight, is that giving your position away?
For the
I'm just saying in general, does the enemy become more attracted to you at any point on any type of soldier with a
No.
flashlight
As it
on?
stands right now, your flashlight has no effect besides visual of nothing you see.
Is that a feature that might happen?
Not at this time though. Not even Legacy did that. Maybe in the future, but for right now, it's just gonna be left the way it was.
We have
I
money
just
for
thought that'd be
ammo.
an awesome tactical decision. Like people love to have decisions. You know, the more
Oh my God.
in depth the game goes with more choices.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
personally not on board at that because it would just add too much complication to. And if the game is already really dark, then
Just
you
all you
might
have
as
to do
well
is
just
rely
not
on the
use it.
spotlight. Don't turn your flashlight on.
If you're using Spec Ops, though, I'm being chased by a bunch of infected, and I have no rounds in my primary.
I will also.
Behind you,
I think the flares would be a good option
Oh, that's
to
not you.
attract infected because you could use purposely.
Let's wait until I get the flares and
as I was-
everything else in,
as
then
I
we can
was-
revisit that.
As I was saying, though, until the
gonna
infected
say-
rudely interrupted me, is that if you're using Spec Ops, you're not using them in your base. Spec Ops are not meant to stay home. Spec Ops are meant to go and clear objectives that, get in, get out. Though they need their flashlights in order to.
Well, did you hear Krieg talk about flares just now?
Oh yeah, I'm on board. I suggested road flares and whatnot in the podcast, so I'm on board with flares.
I will head to bed.
Have a good night.
Good night.
We lost our builder.
About to lose the operators too. There's no ammo here.
Creek, you just saw.
I'm building an engineer now, and then I'll. We're out of money. Or
Yeah.
power.
We're negative
Sorry.
money. You see
We're
that
out of
dark line?
power.
Yeah.
We can't build an engineer. The barracks is down because of the power.
How are we in debt?
Yeah, how do you get negative money?
We
You're
owe
gonna
the
have
bank.
to delete. You have to delete something that's taking up power.
We have power.
Spotlight.
Well,
My
it
end, it
was,
says-
there was
No,
no
that's
power a
Echo.
second ago.
My
Echo.
end says 100.
Echo doesn't have power. We're not building at Echo right now, are we? I've died. I didn't
Oh,
have
I'm
any
getting
ammo.
murdered too. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, turrets are just
And
staring
there's no
at
money.
them.
Well, the turrets I don't think have ammo because we have no money for them.
Money's always a problem.
Money's the number one issue in every man's society.
I mean,
who would've
I
thought
thought we were
this-
playing against the infected. We're actually playing against the money.
Yeah, we're supposed to be reclaiming San Francisco, and the government is not funding us enough. They obviously really don't want San Francisco back.
Yeah,
Zulu's got red flashing lights there.
Okay.
Not enough funds for all that.
Okay, so let's jump back over. This will be my last one, and then I gotta run away. So I have to go I have to go write some notes down and annotate the video we just played.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's try this again. We're gonna get the sock right away. I'm gonna get to tier 3. I'm gonna run south, build the next sock. I need 2 operators with me. Everybody else.
I'm gonna
focus
stay in
on the
Zulu.
face. Roger.
He's the last game.
I'll be
Last
operator
round.
this time,
I'm gonna
going
build
with you.
Tuesday again. All right, I'm gonna build 3 turrets in the south. They should cover both the south entrances. Hopefully, maybe, probably not. I'll also go to the
Hey,
west
Maxim,
building.
Where are you going?
The wrong direction.
Yeah.
I was following some arrow on the minimap at first. I thought I was following the right guy.
It's all right.
Yeah,
That's one thing you forgot to mention in the podcast, Dark, is
What?
when you open the map as an operator, it shows the you have an animation now.
You're correct. Yeah, you're right.
It shows a what?
It shows an animation.
When you open your map, your character puts their gun up, and then they look at their wrist as though they have like a holographic display on the like a
It's a
wristwatch or
tactical
something
computer.
like Division type thing.
Yeah, they're looking at their tactical computer on their arm.
I just
That's about
noticed
the
it because
Helldivers.
Yeah.
when I opened my map as an operator and then I closed it, the animation still plays. Like it not incorrectly, just to clarify.
Yeah.
It closes, which is cool. I forgot about that. I remember seeing it in the like you guys post about it, but forgot that you added it.
Dig it. I place an ammo 10 down for Maxim, and then I need to get another turret out when money allows.
Does that mean you're going to change the model of the operators as well to incorporate like a little
tactical computer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, my arrow. Okay, I got it. Yeah, the arrow on the minimap, it only rotates if you right-click and aim. It doesn't rotate with the camera.
Really?
Did you see that? Yeah. Like if you're just trying to figure out which direction to go, you got to right-click and aim to point your arrow on the minimap.
Oh, that's different. That's not how it's supposed to be.
So, walk to the left.
Are you paused?
No, I'm just looking at Maxim right now.
No, what I meant like is, do you press the escape key? Because
well, it's updating, but I'm saying if you stand in one position and you're moving your camera around, you're not getting a.
That's intentional. Your
Yeah.
rotation, that's intentional. Because you're in
Right, but
relaxed
I'm
camera mode, observing the world.
Say that again.
You're in relaxed camera, like you're like in an MMO, where basically the idea is you're observing what's around you, maybe the third-person camera. There's no reason to rotate it at that point because you haven't changed your actual direction you're facing in yet.
Right.
What he's saying.
So what I'm
is
standing there is I like to look
arrow
around
points where your
and see the
character's
arrow point on the minimap the direction I'm looking, so I can decide which way I want to go, not which way I'm facing. You know what I mean? Like we could have an option for that.
I mean, it's standard in like every game, really, where if you don't rotate your character, the arrow points the direction of your character, not the camera.
Yeah.
I've seen very few games where you rotate the camera, and I actually don't like games like that. It's disorienting. Because then I'm facing one direction, and then I start going straight, and then it's like, oh, wrong direction. I think Bellray did that, and it annoyed me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it the current way because we did that based off of Division and every other game where the idea was it was meant to be if you're facing the direction, it updates the direction. If you're not facing the direction, it's not going to update.
It gets disorienting.
That's my idea. Yeah. We lose our barracks. We lost our barracks again.
Yeah, I got swarmed.
Where are we building our
Had no money.
barracks?
Wait, I'm joining.
Craig, we need your building.
Craig, we need help.
Hey.
Okay.
Dark, who's
Build.
the one
need build.
that works on like the collisions and stuff?
Everyone.
Oh.
Why?
The corners, it's been like this for a while now. The corners of the SOC have an invisible collision. Like the SOC is a box when the edges of the SOC are actually rounded.
Like the sandbags, you mean?
Yeah, the sandbags are rounded, but you can't go around them. Like if you go to the SOC right now, there are 2 Vulcan turrets with clearly enough space for you to move between, but there's a collision box there, and it does not allow you to move through.
Yeah. That's intentional. That's the asset needs to be changed out later on.
So
I love whoever's also been putting the walls on top of buildings. That's what I've been doing.
Oh, I died
walls.
down there at the south base.
To the far south,
we
yeah,
lost
that.
the south.
So that's going to change eventually, where
will
you
change
will
eventually.
be able to.
The structure type is going to change. If we don't have the resources to change out that asset this time based off of manpower, that asset is going to be changed into an actual helipad in the future. If where it does block
cool.
everything and makes
Generals.
more sense. Yes.
I get it.
The problem is
I
if we fix
figured
the
it was-
collision and we make it what you were saying, then people would build inside the perimeter and exploit the system. So if we ended up just making it a box so people wouldn't build inside. Because when we first had the very first build from a couple of weeks ago, had to where it had per pixel accurate collision to the sandbags and the objects. But then people would build inside the area. They'd build turrets and they would build other stuff. So we just blocked it all out. And you people just have to know you cannot shoot any way through that sock for the time being until the assets change, because everyone was just exploiting the holy hell out of it.
Well, I don't see a problem if you were to put a collision just round it out and whatnot, because you still wouldn't be able to build inside of it. But I just figured it was a square socket, like kind of like if you were playing Age of Empires 3, you couldn't build anywhere near the sockets.
Still no barracks? Or get destroyed?
And it got destroyed.
Ah, fair enough. Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So Dark, is there going to be any
turrets? I'm gonna have to buff the barracks because that thing is like paper. What are you gonna say?
Dark, is there going to be any directional sound, like you know when you rotate your head, your earphones help you to detect the source of
Yes.
And is that in at any point? No,
it's not right now. The amount of sounds that are in are the base minimum. Just allow us to play test and get the game going. At the end of phase 1, going into phase 2, we have to port over a lot of the old legacy sounds and set up a 3D directional audio.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Are you going to switch out the generator models too to get rid of the legacy pylons on top of them?
Yes.
Cool. Because you don't use the pylons anymore.
Yeah, that was the old system.
I do like the new direction you're going.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're doomed. We lost the engineer. Dark, I thought it would run off the building if I double click.
Look at the medical tent. Great. Medical, take him.
Wait, we don't have a single
engineer. Is there another one?
There's an engineer here.
Outside the medical tent, my engineer. Yeah, take him.
Sorry, Robert.
Yeah?
Can I make a question?
Stop.
Yeah, I have a question. Sorry, I am being working all this month, so I have no time for the chat. When you guys make some units, your allied gonna be able to control it or not?
You mean like when you're playing co-op?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everyone can control it unless you change the control mode to, like manual. So right now, everyone that builds a unit can control each other's units. But if we switch it over to control mode, then you have to GIF units. Is the idea? Let me write down a note. You just reminded me of something.
Silver and I think it was Ford, the three of us. We tried the split economy mode, and once we got the hang of it, I think it took us 2 fails. Once we got the hang of it, it was actually it revitalized the gameplay experience. This was before you did the AI, because everything was starting to get same until you changed up the AI. So making it where each person had started with $5,000, because we paused it, and then I gave the other two 5,000 each.
Yeah.
It was definitely a fun experience. There were no bugs that we encountered.
Yeah.
At least from what I remember. So
when was the last
was
time you
wondering
guys tried it? Was it a day or two ago?
Oh no, this was a week or and a half ago, maybe? I don't know. It was very recently.
Did you guys split the money or just split the control?
Split the money. It was just the economy.
Oh shit.
I figured
the money was evenly distributed as it was earned.
Yep. So we paused it at the beginning. I turned it on, and then I gave 5,000 to Silver, and 5,000 to Ford, and then we just did whatever we wanted with the money. We didn't share it at all from that point. Like it felt really different, only earning like $25, $50 or whatever, but it felt balanced. And I know that you haven't been focused on the split economy mode, but it did feel like it was polished enough where it was like enjoyable. And it provided an extra layer of challenge because we earn money slower, and we had to rely on our own income, but we were able to do what we wanted with it.
Interesting.
So it was fun. It would definitely be really difficult on this, though.
Protect the barracks.
I'm trying, my man.
I
There's
think
only
we
one
should
guy
build
left.
barracks on the ground because I can't help you defend the barracks
There
if
you
it's
go.
on a rooftop.
It's on the ground. What are you talking about?
It's right in the middle, in the north. All right, build a engineer. I
Are
just
you
bought.
talking-
I just bought one.
Yeah.
I granted
I
us
see.
$10,000. Let's go. At this point, let's just have fun. I'm giving us.
I didn't
20K.
realize that you built it up here.
20K. Let's go.
Let's go.
Get a base going.
Come on,
Yeah,
I
but
got
if,
a
if I
10K.
buy an
Last
operator,
playtest.
it's gonna be
Everyone buy
6,000.
Everyone buy operators. Everyone do what you want to do. There's another 20K.
Here's another 20K.
We need to build some tents.
Yeah,
Why
build some
don't you give
garrison
everybody
tents. What we're gonna need now.
Building turret.
Get turrets.
Building
Get
tents.
defenses
Building
up.
tents.
We need to work on the economy because I'm sitting here and I'm getting annoyed and I'm the game dev. I was sitting here and I'm like, we're just not making enough money. Like I see helicopters just sitting around fiddling their thumbs because they can't do anything. So you figure,
Yeah,
like,
that makes.
yeah, no, I'm gonna have to get in there, with
fuck.
Michael. Look at this recording, and we're gonna have to figure this out because this is frustrating.
Yeah, there's a lot of downtime when there's once
Nothing
the
to
money
do.
I'm
hits
being
zero.
chased. I'm being chased. I'm
Like
being
what
chased.
Vaxxer was saying, where
They're
it's
attacking the
like,
barracks.
you're
They
fighting
destroyed
the
the barracks.
money more than you're fighting the infected.
You're fighting the economy.
Yeah, you're fighting the economy. We lost the barracks again.
Capitalism.
Oh,
We
but
should
we
have
have
engineers this
engineers. I
time.
bought like 4 whenever you gave us 20 grand. I bought 4
Yeah.
engineers. So hopefully one of those are still alive.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, I've got one of the engineers. I'm building
Yeah, I
into the
see one.
barracks.
One of our
Okay, good,
engineers
good,
just got sniped in the black area. The spitters over here housing us. Another engineer just died. If that barracks dies, you better hide that engineer or it's game over.
Yeah, he's hiding. He's hiding. Someone keeps on dragging him away.
That was
though.
me. I'm sorry. We need to get a lot of assaults. We need more firepower. Get that engineer out of there.
Yeah, trying to get my assaults to go take out those
Oh,
houses.
no.
Someone was dragging him
So
towards.
Dark, when the game starts, we only had 4 engineers and like 2 salts. So shouldn't that be dynamic? If you have 10 players in the lobby, shouldn't it put like 10 soldiers on the ground?
Or should
when the game starts?
put 10 operators because every player should have an operator theoretically.
Well,
I
I mean,
agree
just,
with
you need
Maxim.
engineers.
I
Okay,
agree
so
with
let me
Maxim.
hear what.
75.
Let me hear what Dark.
Go.
Woo!
Okay, let me
So,
think.
yeah.
Let me think. Yeah, I can do that. Let me write that down. I'll do that Monday.
So operators will be player dependent.
Operators will be. We'll spawn.
I believe it
we'll
should be
spawn an
both.
operator and an engineer for every player, and then that.
What about
then,
in single player?
then you get one operator. Well, then you keep the 4 additional ones, or maybe I'll just give you 1. I don't know. Let me just do the. Let me think. Because right now those are pre-place operators. If we do the hold on. Let me think something. So operators need to be scaled by the amount.
We built the barracks pretty, please.
Players.
We built 2.
Yeah, it's been.
Engineers. And then
Yeah, I wanna start
doing
some
really-
assault stuff.
Assaults.
So,
I'm really
Okay.
glad that everybody's giving you lots of good ideas.
Yeah. Okay. So I apologize if I sound out of breath. It's just there's a lot of information coming in at once. So sometimes it's it's very
Yeah.
overwhelming. Because I'm just like, holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even mind just shutting down for the night, and letting you have time to cook.
Well, no, because like you figure some of these changes are simple enough, but some of them are going to take like I need to decompress going into Saturday night going into Sunday. I need to take my 1 day off, and then I need to hit it on Monday and do the minimum things, which is the balance, the pricing, and the AI for the spitter and the blow up guy. And then at that point, whatever else I can fit in Monday based off of the bugs and stuff that you guys have found. Now, thank God, besides the minimap bug that Onyx is getting, there's nothing that's like game-breakingly bad.
No, that was the only thing because it's something small, but since I use the minimap, like a lot, it was really hindering my efficiency. I could not tell which direction the infected were coming, and I already had to deal with the minimap not rotating. So when the minimap doesn't rotate, I had to get used to the fixed minimap, and then I couldn't use a minimap at all, so it was very, very difficult to play. Like, I was running around the base unsure where the infected were.
How the hell did we spend 75k that quick?
Because they're spending it like it's hot. It's like that one song, you know? Like,
Drop it like it's hot.
no. What's
I think somebody's wife is
Collins?
secretly playing the game.
God damn it, we don't need Vivian Westwood, we need an M249.
Jesus.
But yeah, that
Hey, we
was
got
the
lots of
only
infantry,
problem that
though.
I had.
Well, yeah, those are gonna go build the main hexos, the little sandbag walls.
I was wondering why I couldn't build them with engineers. I'm like, oh, the assault is the one that builds them now. The Hesco
Damn,
walls.
you guys
It
blew
drives me
all of our
insane.
money. Holy crap. I'm buying myself an
Yeah.
operator. And then you guys, I gave us another 20k. That's the last time I'm doing a cheat command. We're on our own at this point. Don't burn it all.
Oh my god, the infected come through the hatches as well.
Correct.
That's dope as fuck.
Well, if you're up here, they'll
Okay,
also, they climb up there. Oh, by the way, on Monday, I'm going to add in another spicy thing. They're going to be able to jump from here to here to here to there.
Do it again? A ping?
So from here to here,
They're gonna be able to jump
they're going to jump
from the ground up to the
spitters
concrete,
are going to jump. So
like
in
all the way
Nice.
up to this slab where the main Zulu base
in
is.
some cases,
They won't
if
have to take the ramp.
Yeah, they won't have to always take the ramp. They're going to separate out from the herd. Because something I was talking to Derek about is that I need to make it to where the spitters operate more like the Dead Space monsters from the Church of Unitology and Dead Space 2. So the idea is that they need to hit you a couple of times with their spit. Then they need to take cover. And then hit you a couple of times and take cover. So they actually seem like they're an actual creature instead of just a robotic monster. So the biggest thing is I need to give them a little bit of personality and make it to where like they actually like they'll hit you, then they'll take cover. There's some act of self-preservation to a certain degree because they're not a standard infected, but they're just going to sort of throw themselves at you. They're actually trying to be a sniper. They're trying to like inflict some damage, go and hide, then rinse and repeat. Does that make sense?
So they're gonna have their own like action system.
Yeah, they're gonna have their own action system where they're like, okay, I did a little bit of damage. I'm gonna go chill for a second, hide, and then go to another spot and keep you guessing where are they.
I forget who asked it, but somebody asked if you were going to add directional. What is like leaning left and right, like around corners and stuff. The only reason I bring that up, yeah, when you're playing as an operator, leaning left and right so you can peek around corners. The only reason I bring it up now is because you, the infected like spitters, would they be able to like peek around corners and then hide behind corners, or is it just like crouching?
Let me think about that because right now that's more of a first-person thing. We don't plan on leading it this time, but I mean that could change. I mean, if I get my way and co-op blows up more than I'm hoping it is, then me and Michael would go back and add in a Wildlands type first-person aiming for the operators. It purely comes down to everything is based off of the resources that are given to us.
Did you say first person?
Yeah. So like me and Michael have talked about it on and off. It just comes down to how much do we make? How much can we invest into the game from like the co-op? At that point, like one of the things that's on me and Michael's wish list is having it to where when you aim, you can press another key. And like in Wildlands or Breakpoint, you can switch into a first-person aim, and then you can leave it.
Or Helldivers.
Sure,
Yeah,
Helldivers is the best example. Yeah, because Helldivers, I fucking love that game. There's so much inspiration.
I
from
love
that game.
Helldivers' characters movement. It's so weighty.
So we constantly are looking at Helldivers, the Division. We're basically getting ideas for the third person, so we can bring that over and like that's one of the things where we're like we can't do that now. We don't have the resources. We don't have the animators, but. You know, when it gets to that point, that's something that we're seriously looking at. Again, co-op opens up a lot of doors for us.
I keep forgetting that money is an object. I just get so passionate about your game, and you feel so passionate about your game. I keep thinking that this money is not an object when you're creating it. You just do whatever you can.
The problem is that you figure certain mechanics and systems can only be done by having more manpower. Otherwise, it would take way too long to actually implement it.
I crashed.
All you need to do is start selling body pillows, and you've got the money.
What'd you say?
All right.
You just need to start selling body pillows, and you'll be fine.
I can't stand
body pillows. That's crazy.
That's just
yeah, but yeah, I guess
our main sock is gone.
I'm just watching at
Is
this
it?
point.
Yeah, it's
It,
gone.
I can still see it there.
Oh, someone just built it.
We need
Alright.
a money cheat, Dark.
I can't do it.
You can do it. You're the developer.
Oh, by the way, Craig, did I tell you I added a whitelist so only some people could do.
You whitelist, yeah, you did.
Yeah, because like if people were telling
Yeah,
me in the co-op
good.
sessions that people were giving themselves unlimited money,
0.5.
and it was like,
Yeah, it was happening too much.
yeah, it was wild.
People were ruining it.
Yeah, people were ruining it for everyone because then they were like,
See,
"Where's
that
all this
sucks
money
because-
coming from?"
And this is only in co-op, or is this in everything?
It was in co-op. Well, in single player, technically doesn't allow it either. Oh, you're right. In single player, I should probably allow that. I won't be that mean. I'll fix it on Monday.
You have a whitelist? Can I be added to it? Because I like just having fun and whatnot, and I wouldn't do it in like.
I'll let you do it in single player.
That's what a cheater would say.
Oh my god! No, I'll turn it on so in single player, if you're playing by yourself, you can cheat. Right now, developers on a whitelist are the only ones that can cheat per se, because it was getting out of hand. It was getting to the point where like every single lobby, like there were console commands that you could select someone else's unit and turn them into an infected. There were console commands that you could select someone else's unit and immediately kill them, even if they were an operator. So it was like everything across the board was getting abused. And the moment we
Definitely never did that to you, Doc.
I got a really small crash log. That's really weird.
you logged. Where'd you put it?
Yeah, 1 minute ago, and it's in normal logs. Normal
That's
place.
easy.
Right
I got you. I can fix that. That's simple. I can fix that.
I wouldn't mind being able to use them in co-op, but only in just like sessions with like friends and whatnot. And if everybody agrees, like just to have fun. And
I'm only doing it so I can actually get actionable intel in terms of like bugs and crashes and balance. Because right now, you guys are a testament of that. Right now, the balance sucks dick, and the balance sucks dick because the moment people got in, they were like, "I'm gonna give myself money," and then I don't get the I get the bugs, I get the big suggestions. But I don't get the suggestions of like maybe increase the sock on the green by 25% for low, 10% for me. Like, you know, those kind of suggestions. Like I don't get those anymore. Because then everyone just gives them money, and I don't have anything to consider unless we're in this room,
like
in this venue.
Yeah, any kind of economy-based suggestions.
Yeah,
right?
because then I'm like, oh, I see the problems now. Playing with you guys and conversing, talking, hearing what Maxim has to say, hearing what everyone else to say. It's like right now we're actually having fun, to a certain degree. But again, like you get so much money that it becomes too easy for the infected. Too hard for the infected to actually inflict damage.
I told you that one day that I got a crash report, but I had used a console command. I don't remember what it was, but I didn't save it because, like I said, it could have tainted the results, right?
Yeah.
I was just assuming it does, honestly.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's very interesting because we're gonna have to. I mean, yeah, you guys should have console commands to a certain degree. Maybe worst case, we just make them later. When we get a server browser, we probably just need to have like an actual custom option so you guys can actually like see this is a cheat game that's not a cheat game, and being able to set a name so that you know. So like, just give us some time to iron out the kinks. For right now, it's more important to find the bugs, crashes, and performance issues.
Yeah.
So you guys don't have to cheat.
I agree with that.
You just have to add some of the console commands to like a whitelist itself because like you'd need to use the console in order to give yourself a drum mag, for example.
That's going away. You guys are actually in about. Let me think for a second.
I could see with different levels, but yeah, I don't know, off the start, it's pretty OP.
Well, if it's going away, then that means we'll actually be able to
The simplest way of
customize.
explaining that is that you figure the moment that we get the weapon customization into the weapons actually have levels, and we add that into the hub, the console command, all of the weapon customization console commands are going to be removed, and they're only going to be they're going to be developer ones.
So Dark, I just did the weapon attachment number 3 for the very first time as an operator. Yeah. And that it's like now it's actually fun. I mean, the regular operator I've been playing for like an hour now, but not fun. You know,
easily.
I mean, I don't mind the fast, you know, depletion of the ammo because I'm standing near an ammo tent. But I'm actually able to guard. You know, I have a decent weapon now. Is what I'm saying.
I hear you.
Because there's way too many reloads. It's difficult to
move
hit
these
enemies at
from-
long range without a lot of misses.
Well, that's the other issue is that the health bars are too large above the infected.
Dark.
Please don't spend that 1,000. Please don't spend that 1,000. I just deleted turret, so we got it back.
Dark, is this
Oh.
is this something that can be exploited?
Where are
I
you?
just found an exploit, Dark.
Where Krieg is.
Where's Creed?
If you build on
Oh, there it is.
if you build on these white things, would it block the infected and whatnot from being able to get
Technically,
up?
it will block them, so they can't go. They
Yeah,
won't
Maybe
go through
those
I
those could
prefer
have,
the furthest ones.
those could be areas that you're not allowed to build on.
You just reminded me. I need to make those three. You can't build on top of those. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Don't worry, I'll fix that.
By the way, the turrets aren't reloading.
Now all I can think of is people just building walls all the way around them and just.
Which turrets aren't reloading?
That's exactly what I've been doing. Well, I've just set this one to auto reload again because they're already initially set to auto reload.
I didn't mean
Yeah.
turrets. I meant like Hesco barriers or something like that, or walls. I
What?
said turrets. I meant walls and.
No, you said walls. I'm
Did I?
talking about the turret. Yeah, I'm talking about the turrets, not reloading.
Clip that.
This one
please.
here. Oh, I don't have any software open.
This guy right here is out of ammo.
Yeah, this says auto refill ammo is on for this Vulcan turret right here. This
I just
one.
put a 19-second video
Yeah,
in.
I've turned it back on.
And now it's
delete
destroyed
that.
for some reason.
Yeah, because I'm moving it closer.
That infected got
Shit,
onto the rooftop right here.
Yeah,
even though there's
they
a
do
wall, they can still climb through the fences.
Do they come
Right
through
here,
the
Dark?
fence or they
Oh,
stop at the
fuck, I
fence?
can't-
No, they climbed
They
up
come
the
straight
wall right
through.
here, and and they went through the walls.
Oh,
for fuck's sake, fucking boomer, shut the fucking
Yeah,
boomer. Right,
they climbed the
an
wall
engine.
through the fence.
Okay, I'll look into that Monday. Maybe Tuesday at that point. My backlog's gaining.
Yeah, there's two dead spitters and a blow up dude, and it killed the engineer or assault or whoever that is.
It's mainly the spitters that can come through the wall by doing that path that climbs onto the building. Everyone else, however, will go through the hatches.
Yeah, I
Really?
had that
I thought
happen
that
earlier.
blow up guy climbed the wall.
Nah, he came through the white hatch.
Oh, I must have missed that then.
I still build the walls on top of the buildings because it stops the normal infected from climbing. They'll prefer to go through the hatch. Same for the boomers.
I call them boomer doomers just to annoy people.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
That's a new bug.
Adios.
Okay.
So how much money did Dark give at this start of this round?
I think about 80 to 90K at this point.
That's what I do in
It's
single
all
player, 85k.
Hey, Dark.
Yeah.
You see that little exploit bug I put in?
Hold on one
to the
second.
forms? Okay. It's on video as well. Oh my gosh, they're coming in on the north side.
Yeah, they were coming up the building, and I was trying to shoot them when they came through. Wait, what were you explaining? Sorry.
So in the video, if you tell the assaults to go build a sandbag, and then any engineer on the map has any blueprint around it, it doesn't matter if it's
I know about
a
that
motor
one.
pool.
I know
they'll
about
go
that
build
one.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all it's recorded. I was just making these intros and build a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No, why would you tell him? No.
Oh, I knew about that.
No.
You animal.
Yeah, I brought that up. I brought that up
Technically,
a few.
I'll move those critical bugs to the top of my list before I work on the AI on Monday. Because technically, the AI are serviceable, and those bugs are just
Maxim,
open exploits.
you need to heal. Maxim, you need to heal.
Oh my gosh, that bomb guy
Oh, well.
just wiped my guys. Ran up and just straight detonated. That's not good.
Can Can we have deployable rogue flares? You were
In what
talking about,
capacity?
huh?
In what capacity? Like who does it?
Well, you
how?
were talking about the that deployable that the engineer. I think the engineers can build. I didn't understand it, so I was going to wait and ask, but I forgot.
So can you see where I am? Here.
Okay.
Okay, so you see these spotlights?
Yeah.
Think of something like this, that basically its only job is you build it in the center of your base or on the fringes of your base. And whenever the power goes out, it automatically fires a flare in the air that reveals all units within like 2 to 3 screens and illuminates the entire area like Dunkirk. So the idea would be it would be an emergency response for you losing power, and you need to just make sure the visibility is up. Or the opposite of that would be, let's say, for instance, we're about to launch a huge little attack over there in the construction site in the middle of Horde Wave. You could build one of those objects here or here, and then manually fire it over Echo, and it would fire a flare and reveal everyone in that area. So we knew where they were going to be before we even got there.
Can't assaults do that already, though?
Correct, but they can only do it in their current position, and assaults are situational. This would be
A blow-up
automatic
dude
or
just went
manual.
up the building you're at, Dark.
What?
Watch the door.
Oh.
Exploder. Yeah, I
Got
saw
it.
him go in the building.
Yeah, I got it.
And to get back to the question you asked about road,
Who built
like
the
road
stop
flares.
signs?
I've been having fun up here. I want more decorations.
Disgusting.
You gotta tell them to stop. You know, the zombies come up the signs. Whoa, whoa! If you're infected, stop right there. You know.
Yeah.
I was hoping you could write on the boards too. I wasn't gonna put boards on that side of the building to
Zombie go home.
fake ads.
Not yet, not yet. No, okay. So what were you saying though?
Like road flares, like you could deploy them on the ground. Maybe all of the soldiers would be able to do it. It's you can put them on the side of the road, and they let off a long duration area of light.
Does it reveal fog of war, or does it only illuminate?
Probably just illuminate for balance reasons, since it would just be well, don't want it. Balance reasons.
So Dark, I got observation about.
Yeah.
I just had an observation about spitters. So I'm in operator mode, and the spitters are more horrifying in like RTS mode. You really can't tell them apart from the crowd.
Oh.
I don't have a problem with that.
It's a visual thing. Like I'm looking at them and I'm shooting them. I'm like, oh, that's cool in operator mode.
It comes down to A, having scopes. B, the health bars are so invasive that you can't actually see them. And then I think it'd be. I would say that I think that will rectify it, because right now, who keeps switching my weapon? I'm gonna find you. It's Onyx.
I'm going to find you, he says.
No, like literally, I see you switching my weapon. I haven't fixed that yet. You fucker. Yeah, you just did it again and ran away.
You did it again and then ran. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, I'm writing that down. That's top of my list on Monday. Thanks. That's so obnoxious. All TS players can switch.
Yeah, like all the weapon attachments should be just like control mode. Only the player that owns the operator should be able to change anything.
Absolutely.
You should also put down that you can turn on and off the flashlights too.
Oh yeah, I'll put that down too.
And
I don't know who that
probably
engineer
the
is.
fire mode, because if somebody puts your operator into no fire mode, as soon as you hop out, then they're just not going to fight back.
Got it.
Basically, everything should be disabled.
Everything should be disabled. I'll audit everything on Monday.
I'll audit everything on Monday.
Yeah.
How do you follow? Oh, there we are. No, how do you follow?
Tab.
That's what I was trying to do, and then I accidentally.
See? No, when I
there we
move,
are.
you auto follow me.
And how do you do the orbit thing?
Q and E.
Like Q and E.
This is just awkward. I hate you
I
guys.
had that.
Okay, yeah, that's so bad.
There we go.
That is
I don't
so
even.
bad.
I don't even
oh
know.
My God. I can't even see.
I can't see anything either.
Yeah, another drone is humping you.
Oh, so a drone is inside of me, inside of you?
Yeah. Can you guys go away? I'm gonna die over this.
Oh.
Zoom out at least.
Hold on,
No.
I have to do it very, very slowly because the closer you are. I don't know why it's taking forever to do it.
Onyx,
Hold on.
I'm gonna find you.
I'm zooming out. It's doing it very, very slowly
you?
for some reason. Yes.
I'm watching the
There,
stream.
there.
Like on the stream, it just looks like you're actually just not even moving.
Yeah, right.
Well, I
And then
was
there's,
doing it.
there's
It's just
another helicopter next to you.
I
Just,
wonder what causes that. I'm gonna have to look into that one.
That's
no,
funny.
it was going slow. It's
yeah.
I know what it does, what it is. I just don't know what it's called or how it happens. Typically, the closer you are to an object, the slower it zooms in. Like, for example, you can zoom. There's no limit to how far you can zoom out. So eventually, it starts doing it really, really slowly, or it appears that way. So the closer you get to the target, which was you, because I was attached to you, the slower it was getting. So because I was so close to you, it was zooming out very slowly. Now I can zoom out fast, but it happens in a lot of different games. I just don't know what it's called.
That time code is at 1 hour, 25 minutes. Got it. We'll use that for research to figure out what the heck just happened. Oh,
Research.
I'm gonna find you. You're
better not find me. I got a family.
You're being obnoxious.
You see what I did with the
Stop
ammo
switching my
tent,
weapon.
dude? Looks pretty cool. I'm gonna go build a medical tent on the opposite side. Oh my. Maybe gonna wait a second.
Who's now reloading my gun constantly?
Why, you like that too?
Yeah, I'm just gonna shut down the server at that point.
It's not me, alright.
If
Stop,
you
I'll
guys
stop.
just continue doing that, I'm just gonna shut down the server.
No,
leave, and go
it's
fix all this.
only me. Nobody else was doing anything. It was only me. I thought we were just messing around. There was
No,
like
I'm just
no.
trying to actually play. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were trying
Yeah.
to play. My bad.
You see what I did in the front though, Dark? Look what I did in the ammo tent. It's like all walled off with the double Hescos.
Let me see.
Look up, Dark. The
Doing it
the
to the
guys
same
that are
with the
shooting in the
medical.
Oh, that's
towers.
nice.
Yeah, I'm doing the same to the medical as well on the opposite side. Slowly.
It looks like Alcatraz. What they were doing in Alcatraz.
Maybe.
Yeah, just full on fortifying everything, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's 3 operators on the ground. Why can't
Look,
I see them on the?
Hey, Dark.
That.
Look at the 2 towers above you. The tracer bug. It looks so weird.
Yeah, the 90 degrees bug. I just wrote that in Michael's channel. There's something wrong with the saw. That basically its muzzle flash comes out 90%, 90 degrees rotated to the right. I think when he re-imported the weapon and fixed the X forward offset issue, he must have not fixed the socket.
Dark, is there an attachment 1 and 2? Because the only one I can work is 3.
Yeah, there's only the attachments are very. Michael's still remodeling them, so the only one I can guarantee is 0 and 3 at this point for the M4.
What's the button for changing from the left shoulder to the right shoulder view?
Aim and
Middle
click the
mouse
middle
button.
mouse button in.
Oh, there you go. Thanks.
No worries.
I think we really need a hotkey to pull up like quick commands on the screen and let go, and then the commands go away.
It's like
Write that
F1
down.
on Legacy. Yeah, on Legacy it's F1. There is a little display on Legacy. But yeah, that would be nice on the test here.
Is it intentional that AI
Oh my
soldiers
God.
will jump off of buildings, or should they always try to get pathways? This engineer's about to die.
Sometimes- Yeah, I need to work on that a little bit there.
Because, as somebody mentioned earlier, I don't know if you caught it, an engineer jumped off of a roof, and I think they died from the infected.
Yeah. I think that was Krieg. Sorry, I'm writing down bugs right now. I'm writing down little improvements we need to make going into next week.
I do apologize for messing.
Oh, you're fine. I get it. We're having fun. It's not a
You
big
did say the last match was the last match, and then we started another one, so I figured.
Onyx Tiger, you should rename yourself to Onyx Weasel.
Ooh. Spicy.
Ooh. Because you were weaseling the game.
I wasn't
You were like
weaseling the game.
You were being sneaky.
Yeah,
I wasn't being sneaky either.
How
I was
resilient
letting
are
it.
these walls? They're hitting every single place, and they're not breaking through.
If I really wanted to be sneaky, I could just have hit on the other
east is
side of the
broken.
map.
Is
No,
it?
I was.
Well, yeah, the east has
How-
tier 1
do you
walls
guys
and
feel
they're
like
gone.
The walls are too strong for tier 2s and tier 3s now.
Tier 3s is acceptable. I've never built a tier 1 and 2 since.
I have to marinate on
I've
this
been
one.
holding this one position. All I've got here is a couple of assault guys around me. and barbed wire, a little bit of low cement barriers. Like with this magazine, I'm just holding my position.
Okay.
Haven't died in a while.
All right. Let me write down some notes.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah, you're the one down there just holding the ground. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving traffic tickets to the infested because they won't stop at the stop signs.
Can someone do me a favor? Can someone look at this Hesco that I'm in front of? Does this have a hologram for you?
Negative.
Yes. 2 of them do.
Yeah, they're a little bit like electrified looking.
Got it.
Yeah.
Those were destroyed mid crafting, just so you know.
Got it. I'll write that down.
And then I rebought them with a new hologram. If you want a full story.
Sorry.
If you want a full story, I'll wrap it around for you. Okay, I'm probably not going to build all this up here.
Now, we've built this base up in a major way, but do we have all the socks?
No,
No.
we only have the main one. We haven't been able to push out is the problem.
Just imagine that. I mean, we had plenty of money, so we have a strong base, but it's still never enough. It's like, I think it's so difficult to go in all these different directions at once. They're coming at you.
Hey, Dark.
It's horrible.
Yeah?
Dark. The blow up guy just walked up to my Hesco and then just meleeed it until he died.
Yeah, I know. I'll be fixing
Okay.
that. I'll be fixing that Monday, Tuesday. They'll know.
Sounds good.
They'll just know when to just run in and kill themselves immediately.
Oh no, they're
There's
doing
a bunch
that
of
already.
dudes on top of this roof right here, just unopposed. Really, okay. Never mind. That one turret's. This spitter is just standing here doing nothing, and then he just died from inactivity.
Oh.
No, there was. He wasn't even spitting. He was just. It was like he was trying to melee. It was this guy right here. He's trying to melee, but he doesn't. I don't think he has a melee attack. Like he was facing the wall right here, but he wasn't doing anything. And because the way you program this medic solution or whatever you call it,
Yeah.
it checks to see if they're idle for a certain amount of time, and if they are, it kills them. So even if they are attacking, they die anyway.
Yeah. I'm working on that.
And
That's something.
and there goes the turret.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Oh, when that guy shoots in that tower, his arm just goes berserk.
Is that okay?
Huh?
Take a video of it when you get a chance, and I'll send that to Michael.
All right. Oh, hold on. I paused it by accident because I had that. That's the hotkey. All right, go ahead. Yeah, he's also not holding it properly. He's holding it with his wrist.
We reported that bug the other day.
Yeah, I know.
I took
posted a
screenshots. Oh,
I
okay.
took a picture too. I paused it again. My bad. Because F1 I set to my play and pause hotkey for recording.
Ah.
And usually I'm in operator mode, so the F1 doesn't actually pause. But I forgot I'm in RTS mode.
Yeah, no, I dig it.
Maybe we should delete this Hesco with a hologram on it and rebuild
Can
and
we
see
get
if it
some
goes away.
engineers to repair this side? I've been trying to hold it with the operator, but this is not going to last that much longer.
You need healing, Dark. You're about half health right now.
Yeah, I'll be
Are they
fine.
still their maximum?
Ping the mark again.
Here, we need
Right over here.
engineers.
Okay, all right.
Someone
I'll
has
switch
to-
over to.
Someone has
Southeastern
to it all
building.
out, so we can't. Yeah.
You can get in from the outside though.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
How'd you get up then?
I went outside, went into that
Oh.
way. But someone closed off the entrance from the interior with the Hescos, like you said.
I'd rather
man, I got all-
walk to the outside than have the zombies come inside. To be honest, that's my opinion.
Dark, you're gonna die.
Oh
Okay.
my god, my game crashed again.
Oh yeah, log that. I'm dead.
Oh, you're not getting out. You're dead. You're
I'm
stuck
dead.
up there. There's walls everywhere. Hold on. Gate. I just built a gate right beside you. Dark, run into the base. Run into the base.
Hold on, I'm gonna try and hold it, and then if we lose this, we lose our little. They're gonna come up here and manhandle all of us.
Like the main base, I can't even find the barracks right now. Like,
Oh, I'm out. GG. Oh, gotta run.
I turned off the gate.
oh, there it is.
I put it in the last one because it looks like it's the exact
It's the
same.
same exact
thing.
flash you got last time.
Yeah. Okay.
The gate bugged. It's frozen halfway closed. I just recorded it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. It paused. Shit, I keep forgetting that F1 does that.
Okay.
But
The barracks is out of power at the main base.
Is that why it turned off?
Yeah, F1, F2, and F3 are the
Oh,
hotkeys to the
never
top right.
mind.
They're in
That's
the
not a
base.
bug then.
Yeah, they're the hotkeys to the top right, F1, F2, and F3. That's even
No,
for Legacy, too. Oh, sorry, what
No,
were you
the
saying?
power's out, and I forgot that
power.
fences require power. That's why the gate closed only halfway.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I thought that was a bug. There, the gate's closed now. It was a stupid spot for a gate, but it saved Dark.
Indeed.
Close those
Save the
doors.
developer! Where'd you go?
I went into the Phantom Zone.
Did you hop out of your operator?
I think
Oh,
I'm
there's a...
stuck inside of them.
Yeah, I would take a recording of that, but it'll pause it. Hold on. There.
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I came up through the hole, and I was stuck inside one of the guys.
So one of the problems that I see with making it fun is that you get into this like fatigue mode. You know, you're just doing the same thing over and over again, can't make progress.
Absolutely. That comes down to the balance. And that comes down to the amount of units. Because like I was telling Bob earlier about the filter, is that like it's a different ball when we bring in the other. Once the ability is system end, you can throw grenades, and that means that we can add the other ability. So now the game is going to become infinitely easier going into Wednesday, Thursday, because now you're going to have more weapons, all the other classes. So I'm waiting until those guys come in before I do anything retroactively, like really crazy over the top, because I need to know like how it feels at that point.
Right. Yeah, I don't mind temporary numbers, like jiggle the numbers around for the next 3 days, but nothing irreversible.
Sure. That's closed off.
My OBS is spazzing out. I told it to pause, and it wasn't pausing. I told it to stop recording. It didn't stop recording.
I'm not sure.
Which one was this? Okay. I have to watch these videos.
Well, I built an engineer and he got stuck next to the barracks in between the power supply and the gate, or the fence, I mean. He can't get out. That's the problem with where they parachute down right into these tight spaces.
Yeah.
So, like, if we set a rally point, that parachute should land on the rally point. And it should not allow you to put a rally point on any object, obviously, like a rooftop.
Where's
maybe
the unit right now?
the rooftop. It's on the right side of the barracks,
Up
next
there?
to the power unit. No, sorry, I'll ping it.
Oh, him.
Yeah, he's just stuck there and he's dying.
You'd have to destroy the wall just to get him down.
Well, I was going to do that, but I wanted you to realize
Screenshot.
when they parachute down, it's just a problem.
Destroy it, and let's get that wall back up.
All right. Yep.
I took a screenshot. All right, I'm going
Dark
to push ahead.
also
Open that, unlock that gate for me, so I'm not screwed. I can get back in.
Right, got it.
Dark also made it intentional that you could put the rally points on top of other soldiers at the very least, so they could
I gotta
follow them.
limit it for walls. I gotta filter it better.
Oh.
Because you shouldn't be able to set a rally point on a wall. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You can set a rally point on people, on a vehicle, but maybe on like another structure like a generator. Because the idea is that if you set a rally point on a generator, they're just gonna walk to that generator, touch it, and then be released. So the idea is that like that's okay, but you should. Let me think.
Might as well just put it. Yeah. I don't know. Might as well just put it on the floor next to the generator at that point, right?
Yeah.
So
or if you tag it to the generator and it pulls around or something.
I would vote for just rooftops and landscape, but not the rooftop of something we built ourselves. Not a medical tent, not an ammo tent, not a barracks roof.
Well,
you know what I mean?
The only problem is that they don't move to the rooftop; they move to the structure. The reason why he landed on top of your wall was because of just bad programming. Like the system allowed him to land on that wall. It wasn't because there was a rally point on it or anything. It was just there wasn't enough prerequisite checks to say this is an okay spot for them to land. So I'm going to have to go
Yeah,
into that.
yeah.
Derek and I are going to have to go into that. And we're going to have to add even more safety checks to make sure you don't get screwed like that.
Yeah.
I have a question. I may have misheard this a while ago,
Sure.
but you mentioned that the gates, you wanted to have signs on top of them? I
The
thought
gates
that was
are already
coming
having
soon?
signs put on top of them, yes. And the version that
okay,
we show in the next 2 or 3 days, the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 gates like these are going to be different, and they're going to have like a sign that you can put text on it in the future. Like the sign
Will that have customizable text right out the gate, or is
not
that
off the
coming
gate.
later?
No, it'll come.
Okay.
It'll be disabled
All right,
for right
so-
now. It's not a critical item, and you guys have been here. There's so much more we need to be doing right now.
Yeah, of course. I was just asking, since that was being worked on,
Absolutely.
if that was if you were going to be able to customize it, or it's just there for visuals at the moment.
Yeah, for the moment, yeah.
I could see people abusing that so much, though.
That's okay. That's on them.
Yeah.
Let
And
them
the
have
people
their
that are
fun.
that are playing co-op with.
Yeah, let them
like,
have their fun. You're playing with your friends
profanity.
for a reason. Or
Yeah.
playing
Oh, but
with
that's the
randoms
thing.
You're playing with your randoms for the memes.
Have
Yeah.
your fun, but we're going to disable console commands because you're not allowed to have fun with them.
Correct.
Yep.
At least in a multiplayer environment, so I can get actual intel on how shitty the balancing is.
Fair enough.
Oh, and don't forget to make suggestions for Michael and tag him. For like, if you have a balanced suggestion for like the blow up guy is doing too much damage. The spitter is doing too much damage to the Hesco. This structure is too weak. That structure is too strong. Like, put those threads up and tag Michael.
Okay.
Should I put the suggestion I had for the blow up guy where they move slower but they're tankier, or are
He
you
could
going
do that.
to take that?
He's the one that's in charge of that. He could do that without any programming intervention.
I got an
I'll write that
observation
down.
on the gate command. When you say close or open, there's too long of a delay. It doesn't seem like it's paying attention. So I keep clicking and clicking, not knowing what the delay is.
Delay. Can you record that,
So that
please?
yeah.
If you can record that, then I'll be able to undo, because that might, I think I know what that is, but when you show me it, I'll be like, oh, it's that shit.
Gotcha.
All right, GG, y'all. I'm getting off.
Have a good night. Thanks for coming.
Of course.
I'd like to apologize if I am being a little catty and whatnot.
You're fine.
It's a habit. It's not a good habit, but I get passionate and I talk a lot.
No, you're fine. I get it. Can someone tell me what my health is?
Where are you? Oh,
Here?
you're being chased by an infect. Oh, you're almost full. Just sit there for a second.
Okay.
All right, you're full.
Okay.
So my recording showed it open okay, but then when I was clicking to close, there were enemies approaching, and it was jerking as it was closing. Very laggy.
Okay.
Kind of weird. It wasn't what I expected.
You've got yourself a really good and unique idea here, Dark.
The game in general, or just something in particular?
The game. The
Okay,
game. I mean, you've got a lot of good features in here. You make it feel unique, and I have to say that Horde mode is not something that I would ever I never touched it in Cepheus Protocol. Never. Now, it's fun playing it on here because I'm actually watching it expand, but it's typically not something that I play. So this is the first time I generally do a wave, like a horde type thing. I don't usually like them.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, but I mean, this is fun to play. I mean, I haven't played much of it by myself, but it's fun to play with other people. And the way you have it open, because the only example I can think of is State of Decay 2. Have you ever played that?
Absolutely. Me and Durvar and Chris and Michael, we've seen that game.
It has the worst multiplayer.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't mind the tether. I don't mind the tethering. What I do mind is that you're not even in your friend's world. You're just a stranger there that exists. You can't access their inventory. You can't access their survivors. I understand, like trolls and stuff like that. Somebody getting your character killed and whatnot. But you're supposed to be joining to participate. Now, the developers, what they could have done was allowed the host to choose the level of involvement they want a player to have. Like maybe you'd want your friend to have access to your survivors or the inventory. And I always hated all of those restrictions. But here you have co-op on a game that I never thought would have co-op. Or when you did announce it, I'm like, okay, co-op's going to be basic and whatnot. But no, you have so much freedom with the co-op and stuff like that. You allow players to do what they want, and you don't add these stupid restrictions like they did, like Undead Labs did with State of Decay 2. And I love it. And I can't wait to see how Pandemic Mode comes along, where it's a massive open world with a bunch of players building in the city together.
Chaos.
Everybody's building a different outpost here and there, but it's going to feel real. It's going to feel like the city is alive, because when we play by ourselves, you're only doing one area at a time. You can't be everywhere at once. But when you're playing co-op in Pandemic in an open world, it's going to be like the military is actually working together to eradicate the threat. And they're going to be everywhere. You're going to see drones flying around, and you're going to see bases being built. You're going to see soldiers on all of the blocks fighting, and it's going to just look so amazing, just visualizing it in my head. It's going to be such a wonderful experience. And that's just based off of what you've done in Horde mode today.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
And they're both entirely different modes. But I can see the future, and you still surprise. I said that wrong. I can see an idea of what the future holds, and you still manage to surprise us.
Okay, no, I appreciate that. They're still working. The whole team's working really hard to basically.
Oh
just
yeah,
kinda get
you can
everything
see it.
situated.
Oh, the horde activity remaining went negative.
And then I get passionate, and I
How
ask
did
a lot
that
of questions.
happen?
And what?
The horde? Oh, because the game's over.
Yeah, around
Oh.
50.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on 50, so the game's over. It doesn't have an end game screen, so 50 is the soft end. Okay, we beat the game. We beat horde mode. Congratulations.
Do you have access to your console commands? I want to try bug.
Oh,
Never mind.
too late. I moved back to the main hub.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I have to hunt down this micro threader that only happens on the host. It's so goddamn annoying.
I also have a bug
Oh.
right here. It just says weapon name for both of my weapons at the bottom.
Does it?
yeah,
it just
same.
says
Even
weapon
if you
name.
switch?
Yep.
I posted a bug a couple days ago, I think, or and
Take a picture of both of you. Take a picture and post that in a thread. We're gonna have to look into that.
one sec. Let me see if I'm still recording. I'm still recording, so I could just do that real quick. There. I posted a picture where I don't remember who I was playing with, but somebody else had the problem too. When I controlled an operator, even if I had my primary selected, it said Glock 17.
Huh.
So and even when I had my primary selected, the crosshair was just a dot instead of the cross. So it was treating as though I had the sidearm equipped, even though I had the primary. I
Yeah.
thought maybe it would fix it after I jumped out and jumped back in, but it didn't, and it didn't even when I selected a different operator.
Okay. Does
I
that
already
happen-
posted that one.
How consistently does that happen to you?
That happened one play session, but to me and somebody else.
In the same play session for both of you or different ones?
Yes. Same PlayStation session.
Interesting.
And right now it just says weapon name for both firearms, but the ammo updates when I switch. This is new. It didn't happen before today
Okay.
that I know of,
I have
because
a
I
theory
haven't.
on that. I think I know what that is.
All right. I did record like 1 second of it. Also, the outcome of the videos that I did take, because I kept pausing it and playing it, I captured a bunch of bugs, and it just jumps between the bugs, and it looks really cool.
Okay, that works. All right. So, what was you guys' takeaway? How'd you guys like today's build besides the bugs, which we're gonna hunt those down, the new ones?
You're being too
It
hard on
wasn't-
yourself.
Oh well, it's my job. If I'm too optimistic, then I am disillusioned in terms of basically
Yeah,
what the
that's
problems
very
are.
fair.
So I'd rather be hard on myself and be like, shit, we got a lot more stuff to fix than be, what's the word? In
Cocky?
fairyland. You know what I mean? Pretend like
That's a
everything's
good way to look
okay.
at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ford, what do you think? We'll go down. Well, actually, Onyx, you go. Well, Onyx, you have anything you want to add for today that you would say? Before I go?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Ford, what about you? Anything you want to add? How do you feel about today's playtest?
All right. Overall, I think like most of the bugs that we've had previously were resolved. I didn't really run into anything except for like the 2 like severely small crashes or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything was like I like the new features, the new like push that was updated. The new update that was pushed. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Assault has a really good, as you saw during this match. I feel like Assault has a really good like meaning and an actual good like place in the battlefield now.
Yeah.
Other than that, I really enjoy it. Can't wait to see it until you add like more things, like especially all the classes and the abilities. Because I know that's all that stuff's next and all that. That would be
Yeah.
really cool.
I'm literally like I'm purely on bugs, crashes, and just small little changes like the AI stuff. While Derek's doing the ability system, like the moment he is done with that, I can't tell you how I'm happy I'm gonna be to just get all the other classes in, get all the other weapons in, because then you're gonna have you're gonna have so much things to choose from, like in Legacy.
Oh yeah. But overall, it looks great. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you Black.
Yeah, what Ford said, I didn't even consider about the classes and stuff like that when I was mentioning the pandemic mode.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm excited for those too.
I dig it.
Operator mode.
I don't know how to say that person's name. Black something. He's probably AFK. He's yellow, so I'm assuming he's dead. Maxim, what do you have to add? What do you think? How do you feel about today's build?
So my overall impression is very similar to the last time, although the last time I said the networking code's running smooth. We don't have as much jerkiness, except for the gate bug that I just posted a video in escalation channel.
Yeah.
So I saw more fixes in this version than last time. But again, I'm always looking forward to the next batch of fixes until we get a game that has more depth, more play. And currently, obviously, it's going to be a horrible review. But everything you fix is making the game better.
Fine.
But yeah, I mean, I'm only saying it because there's not enough to do. We're getting killed too fast. We never have enough money. But you've already gathered all these bug reports tonight, so I'm excited that you got so many reports tonight. And I don't really care about the game in its current state. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I can dig that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Wednesday.
Okay, Dark. Anything you want to add? Were you playing with us?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
You didn't talk.
I did a few times. I'm just not very noticeable,
That's
at
sad.
all.
Okay, I'll go send my dog to give you a hug. So what'd you think?
From the last time I played, I didn't crash once. It was stable. Like the game is stable. I mean, game balance is one thing. That's gonna take probably as long as it did to get the game to this point, rebuilding it.
Here.
But I don't really have any complaints. I mean, it's an early, but pre-alpha, not even an alpha, maybe. I mean, it's running well. It's not crashing. There's just minor bugs. Pathfinding have little hitches there. The only really complaint or thing I had was annoying was I couldn't really tell who was in control of the units, and I think that's more of a UI thing.
Yeah. Badly, desperately needed. We need to at least have a system that basically says like this player has when you select someone or highlight someone, there needs to be like a little box to the right only when you're in co-op that basically says this player has done this issue or this order or whatever. So
go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say ability to lock a unit to your player, like say Control L and you lock that unit to your control only.
We have a control mode, we just never use it. It's like I leave everything open, and I probably should stop doing that. I should probably just start every game in the control mode, because then that way, if you build a unit, it's your unit, and unless you manually gift it, like in Total War, to a player, no one can take that unit away from you.
That could work too, since you wanted to add the idea where everybody starts with one operator and one engineer.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that I'm gonna be mulling over with the boys when I leave, is like going into like Monday. I need to basically just kind of think about all that, because you figure that's a good point, is that we need, at least for the sake of fun, at least right now. We need to kind of get it to where everyone that joins the game gets their own operator per se. And then we just kind of go from there. I gotta just brainstorm and come up with some ideas because I only want it to happen in the beginning. Like I don't want people joining mid game and then we're just getting free operators because then that's a dupe bug. You just leave and come back, and every time you leave and come back, a new operator spawns in. So it's gonna have to just be if anyone that's in at the beginning of the wave, like the very first wave, like 0, it would just take a tally of all the players, and then it would dynamically just spawn an operator and an engineer. And then that way you can divvy it up however you'd like. But that's something I need to kind of think about going into Monday. Is there anything else you want to add, Narc?
Yeah. The chem light showing the player color is a genius idea. Adding on to that, if you lock a unit to you or a vehicle, you could put like the helmet the operator wears. There's Velcro on top. Put a colored patch there that matches the color of the chem light, so you can, if you don't notice the chem light, you could see the
or something.
just like the colored patch. And then for vehicles, I know I've seen pictures of like Humvees in Iraq. They have they'll have a colored flag to designate what unit or platoon they're part of on the hood of the vehicle. That could be a way of showing who's locked the control of the unit.
Are you suggesting we do something along the lines of when you're in control mode, you basically have it where each person kind of has their own like fire team or a group where it has different patches or emblems to make them stand out? So then that way, let's say for instance, let's say Charlie's playing with us and Charlie uses the color black. Then the idea would be is that their patches are black and their colors are like other identifiers on the vehicles are black. So you would know that player is the black player or the red player, and the idea is that they would stand out amongst everyone else.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a picture to put in the general chat of what I'm thinking of.
Would be like in Modern Warfare 2 and 3, the Shadow Company, where the idea is like they're like a different like designation of like a emblem or whatever. Oh,
can I add to that?
Let me think about that because you figured.
I'm trying to recreate a bug and it's not doing it because I keep trying to report it.
I'm gonna have to write that down on the wish list.
Can I?
Yeah, go.
So I was gonna say, can I scribble my idea after you're done speaking?
Hit me with it.
Well, you can finish your sentence. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, what I was going to say is that you bring up a good point. Is that the color emblem thing? The color, like the actual like tactical light on their backpack is cool, but what we might want to consider, even just going into phase 2 or phase 3, is having it to where players can choose an emblem, and then that emblem could appear on like a vest or whatever. So that way, like, let's say Maxim chooses a wolf. Ford chooses like it would be a pre-designated color emblems, and then that way
you can also make
have
DLCs for them.
Well, yeah, but
I found the picture.
But you could apply a color swap over that, and then you could have like a texture decal like in Stellaris. So the idea would be is that like you have an emblem for like your fire team or your group, and then your units that you're controlling in that control mode could have that to be like a feedback loop of like, oh, that's the Wolf Company or that's like the Eagle Company. And the idea is that that company is like whatever player army that is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know. I like that. What were we going to say, though?
After Ford. Sorry, go ahead, Ford. When you're done, I want to be next.
Okay. So, yeah, it was adding to that. So, like, my idea was, like, to, like, in real life, they have the strobes on the back of the helmets for, IFF or identifier friendly info.
Yeah.
But you could have it like a white light, so every single soldier just has a helmet with a white light in the back, and then the moment any RTS player selects them, it turns into that color of that RTS. So that way you have the, like if it is an operator, then they have a random color down below by their belt, and they also have a helmet light, and the helmet light signifies that they're being commanded by, as you said, whatever company or whatever commander.
Well, you could also
and then if you see a bunch of
you could change their name to that color. So
that is true.
When you highlight or select them, you could correspond the color of their name to whoever selected or gave an order last. And then you would know based off of playing a game with someone that red is this person. But then you also kind of need the biggest thing is we need to find a non-invasive way of showing all the players that are currently in a session somewhere on the screen, in operator and in the RTS. So then that way, like in Helldivers, you have that little thing where it shows everyone's health bars. But there's only 4 players in Helldiver, so it doesn't become nearly as untenable as this game.
Yeah.
Well, you can have RTS players that don't have health, but not everyone's always going to remember Blue is that guy. They don't have a photographic memory.
Yeah.
So it comes down to either having a tab screen, like in CS:GO or like Call of Duty, where it would show like a correspondence of like the color, the name, the ping, And then potentially, so that's what me and Derek were talking about. We can't do tab because tab is auto follow, but we'd have to move it to like F1 or escape or something. So when you press
Yeah, what if
escape,
you clicked escape and actually popped up all the details?
because like everything's live anyway in the game, so theoretically it would make the most sense to have escape, and then there's like a window or a pop up that just shows like all the player details. It shows their colors, and then that way you would know like, oh, that's that's Tommy. That's the red guy.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that we're looking at doing when we do that. When we say we're working on the UI, we're taking it all the way down the line. What the hell?
We got the new player named Pog.
Yeah. So that's the idea, is that when we say we're doing the UI, we're on the UI for a week or two, because you figure there's a lot of nuance to it, like what you guys are saying, where things like the command window, Winters has been crucifying me at the stake to put it back to what it was before, and not have the 6 buttons, but make it the 4. I think it was like 4 or 5 in Legacy. It just looks ugly. So it's one of those things where he's been working with the concept artist to basically help me plan out that design. And then, so like when I put Derek back on the UI and I'm focusing still on bug fixes and crashes, he'll be going through and skinning that and reducing the bottom right window back to exactly what it looks like in Legacy.
Okay.
Because it looks bad. It was an idea I had, and it didn't pan out. In terms of just the sheer amount of buttons down there, it just feels like
Humans make mistakes.
It is what it is. Game design is alliterative. Game design is experimentation. Things that sound good on paper don't always come to fruition or work as you expected to, especially when you throw it in the hands of people that like to break shit. So
literally,
Okay,
you have to be kind of
if
adaptable.
Ford's done.
What are you gonna say,
We're
Max?
paying you to break it.
Exactly.
So so Onyx, you can go right after me here. So imagine tonight I was in operator mode for pretty much the first time for a while. So I noticed something. When I'm trying to get my operator to go up on the roof, I have to jump out of the operator RTS seam to get up to the roof. During that time, I might draw a box around 2 other assault guys to go with me. The problem is other players might grab my operator because I'm no longer in control.
So
you
right
understand?
now, for right now, that's going to be a deal. That's going to be a thing. The moment, like when we do the operators, then we're going to make it to where if you have an operator, it's your operator that you brought in. No one can possess him. No one can give him an order, regardless of what control mode you're in. Because the idea is your operator is your hero, your commander, and there's no reason why Tommy should be controlling your operator. Because you figure right now, those operators are the ones that are buildable for the barracks. It's just a proof of concept, so you guys can play it and be able to see how it feels. But how I envision it in the final version is everyone here has to go to a special operator call-in menu. They choose where they want the C5 Dragon to drop them off. And the idea is that operator comes in based off of your kits. So any one of you could go on the main menu and design 8 or 10 or 15 operators. They're all dynamically priced based off of their level of their weapons and their abilities. And then when you call them in, it's your operator. And when he dies, it's your problem to deal with. Like maybe in the future, if people really want to give us the ability, give you guys the ability to gift an operator, we'll look at that. But I see it as like, if you call in an operator, Maxim, you're the only one that can use them in any capacity, including possessing him. Does that make sense?
So to finish the second part of my thought, everything you said is good. And if I jump out, so I'm up in the sky mode looking at my operator, I still want my name tag. Or like if my name is blue on that hot screen that you're talking about, then I want like a little blue dot or something on my operator, so that other people in the heat of battle don't just keep clicking and trying to, there's nobody, controlling that guy, right? At that moment, if I'm in RTS. So yeah, as long as everything you said works, and as long as my guy still shows my name, then other people not only know that they can't grab it, they also know what I'm doing. They'll say, "Oh, Maxim's on the east side." That was my thought.
Oh yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Can I add to that?
Sure.
What he just said. Like when you finally add the exclusive operators and whatnot, there's going to need to be some way to differentiate between they're being controlled and they're currently AI, but still know whose operator it is. Like if I hopped out of operator mode, it couldn't just be an operator. Like there would have to be a way to tell that the AI was like it was being controlled by the AI, right? Like,
That's
you know
going
what,
to
you
come
know what
down
I'm
to basically just showing the colors and the hover
Okay.
tips and the name tips. I mean, if it's not enough, then we'll cover it when we get to that point. We have ideas in terms of how to accomplish that and how to do what you're talking about. Maybe they won't be enough, but I think we have enough information right now based off of talking to you guys that when we do get to the UI, it'll be a lot more clear in terms of who goes to what, who's using what, and X, Y, and Z, especially how I want the operators to work. So if it gets to that point and we implement everything I'm talking about, and you come back and you're like, this is not nearly enough, this happens, that happens, all you gotta do is just give me the situations and we can have a conversation. In terms of
We'll
like,
sit rep.
yeah, we can have a conversation in terms of like, yeah, it works in these situations, but it's not happening in A, B, and C kind of deal. I'm okay with having that kind of dialogue. That's okay. I've always had those dialogues. Like, obviously, I can't put in everything you guys always mention in every given moment, but I'm at least willing to listen to you guys and see like where we can make a compromise and where sometimes I'm like, no, that's like literally a hard rule. Like people wanted me to remove the Leviathan. That's not happening. Because people hate
there'll
the
be a
Leviathan.
setting for it.
Yeah, there's a setting for it, but I'm never gonna delete it from the game entirely.
Yeah.
I'm
Why would
one
they
guy that
complain
doesn't
if
hate it. Just
setting
saying,
for it?
I wanted to vote. I like lots of monsters.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Is that the problem is that they came into the game thinking it was like, I guess you could say like Project Zomboid or something like that, where it's like very generic like zombies, and it's not like Resident Evil. Our game has always been inspired off of Resident Evil and Prototype, where you're going to have monsters that are going to like climb and jump and like smash through things, and Project Zomboid is the more traditional 28 weeks later zombies. So it's like different experiences, your mileage may vary kind of deal. So it's just one of those things where we have to just kind of communicate that more clearly and then just give the option to disable it in pandemic, not so much on horde.
I have one more thing.
Okay, I'm going to run away. So last one.
If you connect to me real quick.
Connect to
Tell
you?
me, is this normal?
I'm going to boot everyone if I connect.
He's streaming.
No,
He's
I mean
streaming.
is- yeah.
Yeah? You enter debug mode.
Yep. I found it accidentally.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what keyboard combination you hit. I noticed that it came on for everyone.
It's just apostrophe. You just press apostrophe and it opens and closes
it is.
And when it's open, then you just press tab and it just puts you in spectator mode. So I've been following you around this entire time you've been talking.
Oh.
I watched you jump on that tower. I watched you.
Technically, that's okay. Because you figured this.
Actually, but there's more stuff you can do if you press the numpad keys. Like for example, you could actually see the behavior. Like in game, you could actually click on a double click on or what is it? Shift apostrophe while hovering over a NPC or like an AI, and actually
it tells you what they're thinking. It tells you how they're going to move. And then it's my tool in the editor and in cook builds like this to do what you're talking about, where I can basically troubleshoot why someone decided to do a stupid move like through a building or not jump over a wall or whatever. Because the idea is you press tab and then you go to another unit and you look at them or you select them manually, and then it will tell you the path they're going to take. Or you can see people through the fog of war. So it's a little debug thing. Technically, it's okay for you guys to have it for the time being. Because eventually we'll stop cooking development builds and they'll become shipping builds, because shipping builds have better performance as well, because there's not as much raw information. So like you guys.
So this is actually good. This is really good because Onyx and I the other day we were walking around Alcatraz and we found some of the assets that weren't fully sunk down to the ground properly. And this camera, this free mode camera like that, that'll allow us to, help you put assets in place better.
Also, if you're right here and you slide down in this specific area, you will get stuck inside the building.
Really?
Yep. If you run right over here, one sec, I'll show you. One sec, let me close
As a normal, without the God mode turned down, you mean? Just a normal soldier?
No, I don't have.
I'm not going to do it so I don't screw my stream, but I'm going to take a picture of that and I'm going to send that to Efren.
Yeah, just let me get there.
Also, Dark, before you go, I did get that video uploaded with that gate issue. You can watch it whenever you're ready.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna go decompress and play a game with Durvar probably, and then I'm going to basically get ready for Monday because Monday I need to chronologize all these bugs and put them onto a task management software.
Is it up here or is
I
it
put
up
the
there?
If I had to
the
guess, you
flag
probably meant this
or
one.
the vehicle
Yeah, I just don't remember
identification
how
thing.
to get there.
Wait, what
I
were you
think
saying,
it's over this
Phoenix?
way.
Huh?
Oh, I thought someone was talking. Was somebody else talking?
I
Oh,
was.
Narc. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Narc?
I found the picture of what I was trying to describe earlier. The colored flag on the hood of the vehicle to show you what player has like taken control of it.
Oh, I remember what my question was.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Or not question.
It's
I had a
simple.
comment.
Okay, Onyx is in the right spot, right there.
Yeah. Before I do this though, there was this game.
You don't have
It was
to
on
do
what
it.
he was
'cause then you're
saying.
fucked. I'm gonna take a screenshot. You're good. Oh, too
There,
late. You're
see?
done.
I don't care. You're
Oh.
closing it anyway.
You're not broken.
No.
Can you get out?
No.
Oh, you didn't have to do that then. They might
Oh,
have
it's
more
getting close.
questions. Okay.
But anyway, what he was saying about like the patches and emblems and stuff like that, there's a game called Vulcanoids, which you can actually upload your own custom image and it'll appear on your little like, I'm just gonna say Pip-Boy from like Fallout, and it'll also appear on your vehicles and your base as logo. So maybe you could add like in the documents a place where it would read photos and you could upload your own PNGs.
Let me think about that.
I can send you the link.
I was gonna suggest that we pay money to Dark's team for special uploads like that.
I would do that as well. I was just saying that there was that game that does do that.
Wait, you talking about like an emblem pack?
Yeah, I would pay for an emblem pack just to support you guys. You're already
The
doing
emblem
vehicle
pack-
packs.
I mean, a submitted emblem pack. In other words, allowing players to say, "Hey, I'll give you, $10. Put this wolf logo in the game for me."
Probably.
And if
well,
if other people want to download it,
and we'd probably have to include like 20 of them. We want to make sure the value proposition's there. What were you gonna say though?
right? Yeah. Oh, I was just saying that if we upload some good ones, and you're the game company, you automatically are allowed to continue selling them to anybody else who wants a pre-made and doesn't want to submit their own.
Even like what
But that
Warframe
means-
does.
But does that mean if we're the ones that give them to the developers, do we get to use them for free?
I know Warframe does that, where Warframe allows people to have workshop submissions that basically end up being added into the game, and then they end up just splitting the revenue with the person that made
Company
them.
Heroes does too.
Oh, I wasn't even aware of that one. For right
Yeah,
now, like those kind of things, we'd like. I don't want to monetize the game anymore right now because that pisses people to holy hell off, and it's valid because they're in early access and it's taken so long to get to this point. I think that the healthy compromise is to get it to a point where we just design like 10 or 20 emblems. If we end up going through on that, I'll put a vote up to see what people think about it. Because I'll talk to Michael and a couple other cats to see what would be involved from a character modeling standpoint. To have like an empty patch on people's shoulders, like in Shadow Company for like Modern Warfare 2 or 3. So people could have like a little like emblem. So like this guy right here, Silent Song, could have an emblem that's like a cat or like a dog, and it would be like like a wolf. So if you look at them and you look at their units in the game, the RTS units, the control mode or whatever, it would have that. Let me just talk to a couple people, see what's involved, and see if it's something that we can do in a manageable amount of time. It might be something we do long term in the future. It's like an icing on the cake thing. It's not mission critical, but damn, that does sound cool to have a system like that.
The only problem is if you give full modding, then people can add their own, and then there's between
Left 4 Dead. There's a reason why people still play that game 20 years later.
I still play that game, dude.
It's an outdated notion.
Yeah.
That basically modding
still pay
makes
for
you
them.
less money if you have like content that you sell. Left 4 Dead and a bunch of other games, like you can still have paid, like obviously like higher quality stuff that developers put out, but then you can still have mods. Because you figure that's just an outdated notion that bigger studios have, where it's like we're not going to add modding because it's going to affect our bottom line. Look at DayZ. How many people bought Arma because they wanted to play DayZ?
What I meant was, why buy an emblem pack if you can just download emblems on the workshop or add your own to the workshop? The exact
You're
same
supporting the
image on the
developer.
workshop.
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
it's one of those things where, like, I mean, sure, yeah, we'll have to talk with the devs and figure out the economics of that. Because when we get to after post co-op, we have to figure out what the economics are going to be for monetization, for operators, and for weapon operators, and guns, and blah blah blah. We have to figure out how we want to do that. Anything we do, we'll run through you guys. We'll see what you guys think as well. We're not just gonna unilaterally just call a goddamn, pull a Call of Duty or an Activision on you guys. It's gonna be ultimately.
So there's
Nicki Minaj.
three.
What?
Please no Nicki Minaj.
Oh fuck no!
So
if I do that, someone
just
like
one.
fucking like Jesus, like
Just
yeah, like horrible. Oh god.
just wanted to say there's three types of people: artistic people with money who can't draw shit, and then people who don't want to do anything at all. They'll just play the game with white patches, but it's totally optional, which is the beautiful thing, and that's what keeps people buying the game years after it first releases. And that's what Dark's talking about, giving people options.
Yes, what he said.
There's
That's
a
the most
bug. I gotta
important
report
thing is
that.
not being everyone else. Where
I
it's like-
have. I want to buy the vehicle skin packs, and then if you did do emblems and stuff like that, I would totally buy the emblem
Oh, you're
packs
right.
too.
Because theoretically, you'd put the same emblems that you put on the soldiers, plastered all over the vehicles, and we'd probably end up looking at Modern Warfare to see how they do it for like in the battlefield. Because like they have those like shadow. I keep referencing Shadow Company, but they're badasses. But basically, something along those lines. Let me talk to. Now I got. That's a good idea. I gotta talk to Dimitri. I gotta talk to Michael. Because those are ultimately, Dimitri's the savant in charge of vehicles, and Michael is in charge of all characters. So I got to see what they think and see what that would incorporate. And then we can go from there, because that's not a bad idea. It's a really good idea. All right, well then I'm going to shut down the stream for right now. I need to go run away for a day, 24 hours. And then I will be back on Monday, Tuesday, and we'll see if we have a build on Monday. I might need a solid 24, 48 hours to try and get as much bug fixes and crashes in as possible. There weren't that many crashes, but there were a lot of bugs I don't like. So we'll see.
Hey, Dark.
Yeah.
Don't write these